right, let's get the party started. What's up, everybody? What's up? It's the JD CeeLo podcast coming at you once again, and this time live and direct. All right, it's been a long time coming. We've been definitely shooting to have a live event, be able to talk to the fans, talk to the public, and have a special guest today. All right, we got a real good big catch in this one. You guys will know him as the Big Vanilla Funny, and he'll be joining us a little bit later. But we're having fun, guys. We're having fun again,
ladies and gentlemen. Watch your mouth.
Guys,
this is live now. Anything goes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we definitely want to make sure you guys remember, again, you can hit subscribe, hit that notification button, make sure you follow the page on YouTube. And also, I would like to reintroduce, we are now on Apple Podcast. We are also live on Spotify as well as iHeartRadio and numerous others that I can't just remember right now.
God, that feels good.
So we're having a grand old time.
Love it.
Football season is officially over, but we still got news to give in regards to football. We're gonna dive in a little bit also on the NBA front and talk about just anything.
Well, it's basically an update, guys. So
right,
we're gonna give you kind of the big picture in the NFL. The Aaron Rodgers situation is starting to escalate. Aside from his little what is it called? Monday gratitude on his Instagram.
Right.
We'll get to that.
Right.
And that's how that kicked off. And now he has told the Green Bay Packers, get me the fuck out of here.
I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know how true that is, but
what's gonna happen with that?
But we're gonna dive into that as far as the possibilities go. Some people think he's gonna retire. Other people think he's gonna obviously join another team. And there's a plethora of football teams that would love to have his services.
Listen,
my Denver Broncos being one of them.
Yes. And this could be a two. I'm not going to say 2 for 1 deal, but there's a 2-guy package here. And we're talking about Davante Adams. So, what this is what they're saying. So wherever Roger goes,
right,
Mr. Davante Adams
would like to go with him.
Will like to go with him.
I mean, it's a good deal. It's a good deal, but what if the Packers come with the with the money bag? What do you do then?
What money bag? This guy's been franchised already once.
Right.
He is not going to stay there for I don't give a damn what amount of money to him to get passes thrown by Jordan Love.
Right.
That's the problem with Davante Adams.
Yeah, his numbers are going to.
And I don't fucking blame him.
His numbers are going to dwindle. Absolutely.
I don't want that cocksucker throwing me the ball. The kid doesn't even know how to fucking read from A to Z.
Because if that officially happens, that means the Green Bay Packers are on rebuild mode.
Of course.
That means you might as well get rid of him. You might as well get him while he's hot, while he's high.
Get all the draft picks you can get for them.
Yeah,
that's the way I would see it.
Absolutely. So the Packers got a big deal to deal with. It's unfortunate because we've known the Packers to always be competitive and in the playoff talk and always doing what they do. But they had a good run. Think about it. You went from Favre to Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that's like almost 25 years worth of shit.
Yeah, I mean we saw it before with Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck, where it could have flourished if Andrew Luck would have stayed playing. I think he'd still be playing right now. But the Packers got one with Favre and one with Rodgers. It's unfortunate because the amount of how good those teams were.
Congratulations. Yeah,
they could have had more. They could have absolutely had more.
Listen, they have been for the last 25 years what we wish. Well, maybe not you. The Broncos have been pretty competitive for the most part. For other teams that, the Browns, the Lions, the Jets, Buffalo Bills, who recently just, little 2-year skid here, 2-year lucky bullshit that they've been in, but they've been in total despair themselves.
Right.
All these teams who, because of good quarterback play, you are able to stay competitive year after year after year.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I want for my team. So whether Zach Wilson brings it to me, as long as he's steady and as long as we have good players that can flourish with him and learn with him, I want to be good for the next 10 years.
Right.
If a Super Bowl comes out of it, hallelujah. If we lost big game after big game, fine. I'd rather have that than this 2-14 garbage. Okay?
Yeah.
That now we're going to talk to the Big Vanilla Funny about his team.
Right.
The Miami Dolphins, and they're also upside down.
I mean,
and we're going to talk about it because you're not going to escape Mr. Big Vanilla.
I mean,
I'm here, and you ran away from me all these weeks. I left you alone. That he had, you know what? I'm going to give him some time because he didn't like Tua.
No, yeah,
and the one saving grace he had was flow.
Right.
And no more flow.
Right.
Bye-bye, flow.
Yeah.
And speaking of flow, just to keep it on the update.
Right.
Mr. Brian Flores.
He took on
been hired by the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And everyone's saying he's overqualified, obviously, because he's going to be a linebackers coach,
right?
An assistant linebackers coach.
No, and an assistant to him too. Something to the assistant of the offense of the assistants of the assistants.
Right.
So I don't know what kind of titles they gave this man, but I'm sure he's going to be paid nicely for it. Plus, he's got his head coach money coming in.
Right.
So Brian Flores is going to be all right.
Right.
Brian Flores is going to be all right, but with this pending lawsuit, this guy is in Pittsburgh. Well, guess what?
Yep.
You know, it is a civil lawsuit, you know, which means anybody else can jump in too.
Right.
It's not only him against the NFL. Is anybody else who wants to join in? Let's go get it.
Right.
Let's go get the monster.
Right. Right.
We're going to bring him down.
Give me some of that money.
Yep.
Give me some of that money.
Because you fucked up. And you know who fucked up.
I mean, but how poetic that it's the Pittsburgh Steelers that picked them up when they're the ones that created the Rooney Rule.
Yep.
How poetic is that?
Yep. And Mr. Rudy said, come on down. I got you, Poppy.
Yep.
Told him like that.
Yep.
I'll take care of you.
Yep.
I made the Rooney Rule.
Yep. I got you.
And I love you.
I got you, player.
And good for you.
Mr. Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Boogie down.
Good for you.
But it's I wonder what his impact is going to be. Probably very minimal. I think the
locker room's going to be good with him
yes.
there too. It's not that it's bad with Tomlin, but now with him there, it's going to be the respect factor is even more now.
I think this is a move though by Rooney and maybe even Tomlin. If you think about it, right?
Right.
Everyone was saying that he was not going to be offered a job.
A head coaching
job, right? Yeah. So how good would it be if you just get him a job that he's still in the NFL, right? And he's still doing what he needs to do, and can get back up on those ranks. Now, it all depends on what's the outcome of the lawsuit, you know, because at the end of the day, you're suing the NFL. That means you're suing the owners.
Yeah.
So that includes Mr. Rooney, but
he understands.
But Mr. Rooney probably says
he's throwing up his hands. I got you, bro.
I got you. Yeah. Whatever I got to pay, I got to pay.
Yeah. And I'll talk to the rest of my colleagues, these cocksuckers who just still don't understand how this works.
Right. Right.
And the teams that blew it, and we know who they are. I don't want to get into it because I got my friend that here you go, you're bashing the Giants.
Yep.
I got it.
Yep.
Pero usted sabe muy bien quién fue que la cagó.
Oh my God. I got a shout out right here for Roberto Fernandez joining us all the way from Fort Myers. He's a constant on the show, so thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you, Big Rob.
I just noticed that the Big Vanilla Funny is on deck right now.
Well,
so.
let him marinate a little bit. Let him marinate there a little bit. Hold him on. Let him marinate in there.
I see him already. Look at him.
Because it's gonna be me and you, buddy. I'm just trying to contain myself. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to contain myself.
Yeah, hey, you're my kind of peep, baby.
Oh yeah, he is all mine, and you don't get in, Chris. You'll leave him to me.
I'm gonna shut my mic off pretty much.
You'll leave him to me because it's gonna be Spanky time.
Yep.
Hands to the bottom.
It's gonna be 1, 2, 3. Count.
And you hook the leg. We hooked the leg. 1, 2, 3.
All right, we got the Kings at the table. Okay, podcast joining us from Sacramento, California. Guys, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate that.
Sacramento.
We got the West Coast in the host.
I love it. The
Big Vanilla Funny is also from the West Coast, man. This guy.
Big ups to him, LA. We love Big Vanilla, man. Absolutely. We're gonna have some fun with this.
Absolutely.
I've been waiting for this conversation with him for a long time, and it's gonna be great. I'm gonna do it live.
He's been avoiding us.
It's gonna be energy.
That's the story I'm going with. He's been avoiding us
because I know for a fact.
You see him fixing himself on his chair.
Let him fix him. Let him fix himself. Like I said, I want him to marinate himself in there, soak it all in.
Yeah.
Because for the last couple of weeks, I know he's been in the fetal position.
Yep.
Because it's not been a happy time for the Miami Dolphins.
Yep. And we're gonna get into a lot of topics. You know, I definitely want to see how he feels about that Juwan Howard face slap.
We'll get there. We'll get there. That was like a polar bear hit. Like
seriously, bro.
Whoa.
The entire palm of the hand. Just Jesus Christ. Better than Rick James, bro.
Bring him in, Chris.
Rick James.
Bring him in, CeeLo.
But let's welcome in.
And I want you to bring and Big Vanilla, we love you. We're gonna run all the titles for you because you earn the respect, right?
Absolutely.
And I want you to read down all the titles,
absolutely.
Chris, from this man.
Absolutely.
All the way down from the Sports to the MSG. I want it all.
Oh yeah. So this is who we're bringing in right now is none other than Veejay Vernon. He is a man of God.
Yes.
Which we appreciate. He is the CEO of Vesson Sports.
Yes, sir.
He has a YouTube channel, just like we do. He is a comedian, actor, sports talk radio host, director, writer. And some of you might know him as Joe the Policeman from the What's Going Down episode of What's My Mama?
What's My Mama?
So, guys, give it up for his Instagram tag is the Big Vanilla Funny. Guys, give it up for Veejay Vernon, baby.
VJ!
Hey, yo, that was funny, man. What's going down episode of That's My Mama?
That's My Mama.
Anybody who's out here, you know what I'm saying? They better know that reference, goddammit. They better know that reference.
Jackson Heights own. What's up?
Jackson Heights own.
Mr. Randy.
I thought I gave great intro. You guys know I pride myself on my intros because I want my fans to know I don't just bring no ham sandwiches on my show. I don't bring no Johnny come latelys. I don't bring no internet troll type dudes. I bring straight professional sports talk, debate analyst, whatever you want to call yourself. I call myself a broadcast journalist. I don't debate. I don't have takes. I don't do takes. I get my opinion. I move on. I get my opinion. I move. I don't have takes. So thank you for the intro, man. I missed you guys, man. I missed you guys so much, and I'm glad you guys got the verse I sent today, man. I just tried to send some positivity, and I'm so glad. Everybody that's watching these two gentlemen, I believe there ain't too many people that I feel can rock with me. That's just my confidence level, and my resume speaks for it. The first time I saw these two gentlemen, I texted them. I was like, bro, we got to get this show together.
We got to get it going.
You two got something. You two got something that the industry's missing, man. So I appreciate you guys for bringing me on, man. What's up,
man?
How's everything? How's the family? How's the baby? I know. We've seen a few pictures of the baby out there. You're being fatherhood.
Got you busy.
We're getting them all emotion.
I'm gonna lump you up.
That's what I do. I slap it up, baby. I slap up the baby fat for you.
It's thank you guys. No, they're doing great. My son's my dog, man, and my daughter is my little princess, man. So it's funny. How father, I have older kids, but I was never like an in-home dad. I was always what I call a weekend child support dad. My baby mama's got to keep the kids. I got hit with child support, and I got weekends and holidays when they said it was okay, and it just long another half of my life. But this time around, being there every morning when they wake up, being there every night when they go to sleep, being there when they wake up in the middle of the night screaming and crying, and I'm either them or my mom, myself or their mom, I'm right there and letting them do whatever, or letting them spill water on the floor. Like, it's just water. That's my homie. You know
what I'm saying? That's just the way it is, man. And we're all in this. And one day they're gonna be watching us on these platforms. Like, Daddy, that was you. Like, that was your old man. You know, rocking.
My son's gonna do it. I'm gonna be real with y'all, okay, America. I know they say you don't push your kids into stuff. Right. They doing this.
That's right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey, this is the way it is. If you're a carpenter, then goddamn it, your son's gonna be a carpenter. If you're an electrician, you teach him's gonna be a goddamn electrician. Yeah, you can stereo him up and all the other stuff. But guess what? If Papa's on his knees, then you're gonna be on his knees too.
Oh, absolutely. Especially if it's lucrative.
That's the way it's gonna be.
Especially if it's lucrative, man.
And not only that, why wouldn't you teach? That's how you could keep generational wealth and businesses going.
Absolutely.
You're a carpenter, right? You got your company. You learn a lot. You make 9 mistakes. You teach it to your son, and you teach him not to make those type of mistakes. And it's a different business. Inflation, you can charge more. Then you advance your generation.
Absolutely.
And then it goes on. So yeah. Anyway,
absolutely, man, absolutely. And your kid is always going to be you 2.0. Yep. So they're supposed to take now that to the next level in terms of technology.
My son never shuts up.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I got mine. I'm gonna put a mic on him pretty soon because he just doesn't shut up. He's just. I'm just like, oh man, where's your off button, bro?
Yeah.
Well,
you ever listen to your son sometime and just you catch yourself saying stupid stuff back? It's like, Daddy, why such and such? Cause Skittles is a rainbow candy, son. I don't know.
I don't know.
My wife looks at me like, I'm like, look, I don't know. It was like his 97th straight question, and all I could think about was a Skittles commercial. Okay, so
that's the answer. That's it.
That's what they were doing on TV. Yeah, they were doing the Skittles. I don't know.
So listen up. Well, now that we get that out of the way,
here we go.
All the feel good and the endorphins,
the love, the
hugs, Mr.
Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Yo, I got your shirt, by the way, coming.
Yeah.
I told the wife.
Put the gloves on.
I told the wife that I got a shirt.
Yeah. We talk about the shirt later.
No, he's strapping up. So this is we're talking about the NFL. We're talking about teams that are screwed up.
Yep.
And the first team that comes in my mind is gonna be your Miami Dolphins. Where we go and lose. Woo! You didn't think I knew that song, did you?
Well, you didn't even sing it right, so.
Oh yeah.
You didn't even sing it right.
Yeah. It's like an obsession right about now.
I know. And I'm going to give you a chance to respond, Veejay.
But no, I'm going to let you go, bro, because you're so wrong on what you think I think. You're so wrong.
Well, I'm going to tell you. Because I'm going to tell my audience what I know that you feel and how you felt on Black Monday.
Oh.
Okay?
That hurt.
So Miami Dolphins, part of the NFL, the whole entire Brian Flores catastrophe. Because I know that was the one positive in your team. The one guy who can keep that locker room together. And guess what? Your owner, John Ross, just came down and just completely destroyed everything down.
Yep.
To the foundation of what's the name of that?
To the depths of hell.
What is the Hard Rock Casino Boulevard Stadium, whatever that damn thing is called.
To me, it's still Joe Robbie, baby.
Joe Robbie. Let's put
it
at Joe Robbie. Now, I want you to explain to our audience, Veejay, your emotion, your feeling, the state of affairs. I want you to tell me the Miami Dolphin fan, because this is right now is what you're feeling. You are, number one, in a state of melancholia. You are in the state of despondency. You are in a state of anguish, despair, hopelessness,
travesty.
It is all those words I put to you and wrapped it up for you. And my personal favorite is that one, melancholia. And ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what that word is, I want you to go to Google and I want you to Google melancholia, because that's a lot of fans in the NFL right now.
Mm-hmm.
That is what Veejay has felt the first week. He came down to his knees. Y dijo, Papa Dios, por favor.
Why?
Did you abandon me?
Why have you forsaken me?
Why have you forsaken me? It is, I want you to now to tell me, how are you going to fix it? I want Veejay Vernon to tell me how we will fix this. And when you're done, to make me feel confident, maybe, I want you to hook the light, and then I want the 1, 2, Great. I don't know if you're going to get there, but I will give you the opportunity.
I will. You see the belt. You see the championship belt.
I see the championship belt.
Okay. All right.
So I'm going to just give you a quick. I know you got some money in salary cap. Congratulations. I don't know who the fuck your coach is. Where did you get this little wet rat? Because that's what he looks like to me.
Yeah.
A wet rat. You pulled him out of the subway system in San Francisco. And you dragged his little fucking ass right to Miami.
Right to Miami.
A little dorky.
And you threw him in the Evergreens.
Whiny. He puts his finger in his glasses like this. Well, I'm just very happy to be here. I want you to explain that move to me. Okay? Salary cap, you're right. I know you hate that pineapple ass eating Tua Tagovailoa. The offense stinks. It's an absolute atrocity. It's a smoke and mirror offense. Waddle is probably your only green light. Maybe him.
It is.
The poor guy needs to be
scared. Maybe.
I'm just trying to be generous. I'm trying to look for the good
words
for you.
You're being you're trying to play him. It's
listen.
Stop.
95. What is it? 95 receptions and
no.
Over 1,000 yards.
No. Over 100 receptions. Get his numbers right.
Yeah.
105. I think it was 105.
Yeah.
105.
And it was all 4-yard receptions by the little dump off Tua. I get it. Okay. Doesn't matter. Okay. I got you.
Don't matter.
But now
Marvin Harrison had a whole lot of those. Look where he is. Right?
Yeah. Well,
all right.
Well, different quarterback. We'll get there.
Let's get your take, VJ.
Listen, just tell me everything from top to bottom of how you're gonna fix it. Fix it, VJ. Fix it.
Well, here's the thing. I can fix it if they hired me, but they haven't hired me. They haven't even called me. They haven't texted me. They haven't emailed me.
I got
anything.
it. I got it.
I talked to Chris Broussard 2 nights ago. You guys know he's my guy. He's got me over at Fox.
Oh, absolutely.
I love Chris.
I love him too, man. He's a good brother. Yeah. I fixed the All-Star game, All-Star Saturday night. I fixed it and I texted to him. And he texts back, not bad, because Chris isn't the guy that can give me full credit. But he he read that shit. He was like,
he ran with it.
We'll get to that. We'll talk All-Star weekend.
We'll get to the NBA. We get there. Go ahead.
This is how the Dolphins. I don't like the word fix. You have to retool this team. You have to seriously retool this team.
Okay.
Still fix, because the only really foreseen broken part would be at the QB position. But that's why the Tua jokes from all people, not just they don't bother me, because I was always on record before that draft that I don't like Alabama quarterbacks. I never have. I like Jalen Hurts. I like Bryce Young. But when they get to the league, it is going to be a little different for them when they get to the league, because you don't have 5-star receivers and tight end, offensive line, and running backs in the NFL. Some of those guys didn't get drafted. You're going to play with. You don't play in Alabama on offense with 1-star and 2-star kids, right?
Yep. And a shitty O-line.
Undrafted NFL players are. There were 1 and 2 stars coming out of high school. That's why they had to go to a smaller school. That's why they didn't get drafted. But they work. They work on their body. They work on their game. They get on the team and they make a play or two. And next thing you know, you see him in preseason. Next thing you know, you see him in the regular season. And the next thing you know, it's like, wow, that guy's undrafted. He had 100 catches this year. Cooper Kupp, right?
Yep.
There's a perfect example right there. So when you come out of Alabama playing the quarterback position, just go down the list. Matt Brown, you want to talk smoke and mirrors? Our offense ain't even smoke and mirrors. You were being kind. Matt Brown was smoke. That was smoke and mirrors. That's just not going to last. And he just lost his offensive coordinator. Good luck up there with New England. Bill's got about 2 years before he finally can look around and go, okay, the time's passed me by. I've done enough. I got the 9. Nobody can take shit from me. You can say what you want to say, but at the end of the day, the football people call me either the first or second best coach that's ever coached this game, regardless. So back to Miami in the quarterback position. That position, I think they're going to have to just deal with him for this year. McDaniel said everything that you were supposed to say as a coach that wants his first coaching job. You have to say you love what the biggest question mark is on that team. And I can work with this guy. In the NFL, GM's biggest problem and their biggest strength is they think they can work with anybody. They think they can pick that guy. They think they can find that guy that no one else can find, or no one else wanted him, or no one else drafted a guy. I found him though. I found him in the 6th round. I found him undrafted. So you have to say what's going to get you the job. I think what you have to do is you have to address the offensive line first, period. Through the draft and through free agency.
How many teams
don't touch nothing else. I don't care if you don't go into the season. If you go into next season, Miami is the same starting 11 on defense, I'm fine. Yes. If you go in with the same running backs, with the same fucking receivers, and the same tight ends, I'm cool.
You're good.
If you go with at least more than 2 of these guys that played the line this year, I'll tell you we're 8-9 or we're 9-18. I'll tell you that at the beginning of the year, and I won't change it until I see better. So what I did is I waited
if you're lucky, because you don't
offensive tackles and offensive linemen that are free agents. I'm gonna throw some names at you guys. The number one guy I think they have to go after to fix this is Teron Armstead. That's in New Orleans. He's the top tackle. He's an all-pro tackle. He's 30 years old. You probably can get 4 or 5 good prime still years out of him. League's different, right? It's not
right.
Used to be. It's not the word. We just watched Whitworth at 40 win a Super Bowl.
Yes.
At 40. Okay, so
but he was getting burned all game. He was getting burned all game.
That's a good one because the Saints are over the cap.
Yeah, they're over the cap and they have to rebuild.
So you got to shake off, take that branch, shake them off, and grab those talent. Grab that talent.
Because it started with Breeze, right? Breeze gone.
Yep.
Sean's gone. Yep. Jameis is a free agent. Jameis is not resigning there.
I don't think so.
Of course, nobody thinks that he's out of there.
Right.
He's going to somebody else is going to sign him, even if he's still working with the ACL to get back. Okay, fine. He'll miss the first 4 or 5 games, but we know we got Jameis. And I think that 1 year with Sean Payton did him well up here.
Clean him up.
Helped him a little bit. He was having probably his best season until he tore his ACL.
Yeah.
He was having probably his best season with no Michael Thomas. Right. With Alvin Kamara that doesn't look like the, Alvin Kamara. Now that he got that he got the money.
Yep.
We've seen it one too many times. So I like him. Also, the Chiefs, Orlando Brown. I love him. I'm trying to figure out how he even got traded. And I know it was a cap thing because they knew he was going to be a free agent. Right. He's playing so well in Baltimore. They just called the Chiefs and said, hey, need a tackle, want a tackle.
Come get him.
Yeah. But I think the Chiefs need to spend more attention on their defense this offseason than maybe going after this guy. There's a guy they can get. Then Jensen, Tomlinson, and Daniels, some other guards and tackles.
Right.
I need 3 new offensive linemen on this offensive line.
That's a complete
off Sunday. I need 3 new guys.
How's your center?
Well, here's the thing. I like the center that we have, and I like Ecklenberg, the kid out of Notre Dame. Those are the 2 guys I keep. Okay. Everybody else has got to go. And Austin, listen, and I told you guys this before. Right. When Austin Jackson was drafted, in the second round, like pick 8, first round, but the second pick we had in that round, like 18, 17, something like that.
Right.
I live out here. I go to SC games. I watched him play live. He's never, ever, ever jumped off the field to me. He's never jumped off the screen watching film. So it was a draft pick that made me go, well, we do need line, and we say got to address the line, and that's what they did.
You need a body. You need a body.
Yeah. You need to. So they drafted him, but at 6'7" and at 320, 325, 330, you should have gotten it by now, bro. If not just by mauling guys by your sheer size and just being bigger than people. So you got to address the offensive line. I like Duke Johnson at the running back position. He was running like the Miami U guy, but he was also running like a guy that's figuring this might be his last shot in the league. And sometimes you'll just get a burst out of guys like that. There's like they think, okay, this could be my last shot. Right. Every time I touch the ball, you're gonna have to bring 2 or 3 guys because I'm trying to get this. Yeah,
that's an audition.
I think we're fine there. Really quick on the receivers, Devontae Parker, I would move away from. I would go after Allen Robinson in free agency.
Shit, that's my guy. Yep.
Try to find a guy in the second round in the draft. Maybe the tight end. You're fine with the tight ends. I would go ahead and give Gesicki his money now. Keep him. If Agba wants to leave, I would let him leave. But then you have to address the linebacker position in the draft so you can make up for that speed that you're going to be missing there. Love the 2 corners. Love the 3 safeties. Flores did his job. Now, on the Flores thing, really quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I understand why they fired him, guys. I do. I'm sorry. He's black, number one. Let's just call it what it is. But take the color off of it. Back-to-back winning seasons. Both no playoffs. Under 500 his 3 years there. And I'm not sure what happened because they wanted Watson. And I believe they could have got the Watson deal done. Right. Something held the Watson deal up. He was going to Miami. The deal was there, but I'm not sure if it was Greer or if it was him. And if it was him, Greer and Ross, GM and coach, are probably more connected than owner and
Flores.
Coach. You know what I'm saying?
So that's where I believe that story that came out because they were like, oh, he was trying to a character defamation, blah blah. So no. I think he rubbed those elbows a little too rough to the GM and the ownership on what he wanted, and Greer has something else in mind. So they couldn't come to an agreement together and say, all right, this is what the direction we want to go to. And I'm sure he basically said, listen, I like the kid. He's a nice kid, Tua, but I can't win with him.
Right.
Well, it's not only that. The Tom Brady story comes out, right? The Tom Brady story comes out where Ross wants him to meet this free agent quarterback.
Yes.
That's on a yacht.
Yep.
And it comes out later from Albert Breer and a few other sources that it was Tom Brady. Like, and I was like, holy, oh my God, Tom. I never thought Tom would think to come to Miami.
Exactly.
Tom probably looked at that offense that you call smoke and mirrors and very similar to what he had in New England.
Yeah.
There's your Edelman, there's your Waddles, your Edelman, or your Welker.
Absolutely.
I'll make something out of Devontae. Trust me, I'll get something out of him. Or he's gone. Matt Collins, who came on late, give me a big guy, give me a big body guy like that. Oh yeah, I've had those guys before up in New England. May not be the best play.
Gesicki's a good tight end.
Oh my God, Gesicki's a top 5 tight end. Hands play. When you play with Tom, the one thing you have to know is get there, turn around, wait for the ball. I'm not throwing it nowhere else. I'm throwing it right here. So this is where the fuck I need you to be.
Yep. Run your goddamn route.
And you probably get Gronk out of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
you get Gronk and Gesicki.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Not only just Gronk, you don't think we get AB out of that?
Yeah. Everybody goes over there. Yeah.
The team is totally different. So when you hear that story,
that hurts.
In the pieces of the story where it would have been tampering, and Flores does seem to be a man of high character, and he could have easily went and took that meeting, but he said no. So it makes me feel like the jabs he's taking about his character is like, no. He showed his character. He had a chance to break the rules and go meet a quarterback on the owner's yacht. The owner's ready to break the rules, but my character won't let me do it.
Right.
But when he's telling people, Tua's our quarterback, he's doing what he has to do as a head coach.
Oh, absolutely.
But Ross and Greer should have said, listen, we're going to leave you out of this. We're going to cover you, but we're going to do everything we need to do to get Watson. And we'll take the heat. Don't worry about it. You keep saying what you need to say. And, I mean, it's a business, man. If you can't get it done to a kid, if you can't get it done, we're going to get D. Watts, who's only 25. And we know he can throw for 5,000, can make plays. He'll make our offense so much better than what you have shown us. So I think you have to put up with Tua for one more year.
Right.
And I think McDaniel, and on McDaniel really quick, I don't know what he is, guys. Okay, it is a younger league. They are getting these younger whiz kids, these wonder kids. Hey, McVay did break through, right? McVay did break through.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Well, I mean, the Shanahan kid from San Francisco has been to 2 conference championships games and a Super Bowl. Zach Taylor has now been to a Super Bowl. Like, so it's starting to look like this younger head coach thing, guys. Like I said with Belichick, in 2 years he's got to look around and go, okay, it's a younger man's game now. Yeah. So I don't know what he is, homie. What I do like though is he's saying what he's supposed to say, which I expect the coach to do. And remember, some coaches screw that up. Urban Liar couldn't even say the right thing last offseason. Yep. He couldn't even say the right thing.
Now, so with all that said, I don't want to. You don't have to give me a prediction. Just give me your expectation now, because I know you're not going to tell me like some Dolphin fans. They just think they're gonna. All right, it's pow, quick fix, and we're off and running. Not with a rookie head coach. Right. Not with a rebuilt offense and offensive line that you need. I know you're not looking at you're going to be an 8-win team, but you don't have to give me the record. Just give me what are you cautiously nervous, cautiously optimistic, or you're just like, man, I have no fucking idea what's going on.
If I had to describe my feelings for the Dolphins, okay, so go back to your original question when you started your beautiful rant there that was so entertaining, is about how I feel. I have one word, and it's the first time in my life, 35 years as a Dolphin fan, the one
turn the volume up.
It's flatlined. Because this is how I feel right now with it. Damn, I guess that would make me cautious because this, I don't think it stays here. If you ask me about next year, it either goes, and you might not like this answer, but there's plenty of proof that this happens. It's either going to go like this or it's going to go like that. It's not going to do this. No. It's not. No. So if it goes, he's either going to come in. If you look at the hires and you look at the position hires and you look at the people he's building in, I do like the staff he's putting together. He does know this is an offensive line issue. He went out and got 2 of the who the NFL circles, not that the people who do this for a living say
Right.
Those are two of the top 5 guys in the league with offensive lines.
Okay.
If you look at his record here, look at his resume. Look what he did with that college. I'm reading some. I'm like, oh damn, he was the Wisconsin offensive line coach. Okay. And what does Wisconsin do? Put out linemen in the exactly
hog mollies.
Right.
Hog mollies.
That's because they get coached well there.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So that part of it I've seen. I like the fact that he's brought back some guys that have played the game. And that's another thing you're starting to see. We're getting to the age, guys, where we're seeing the guys we watch play.
Yes.
Yep.
Get coordinator, secondary coach.
That shit is mad weird, bro.
Yep.
I'm looking and I'm like, hold up, man. Aaron Glenn is up for a head. I remember
yes.
I'm like, Aaron Glenn.
Aaron Glenn. I like
coaching position.
Yep. Yes, sir.
But it's dope though.
Yes.
He was a dope ass player.
Right. Also, Leon Washington too with the Jets.
Exactly.
They're in there.
Oh, Florida State running back. Come on, man.
Yes, sir.
Yep. But as a fan, it makes you go, okay. At least he's bringing us some guys that when they walk in the locker room, the players be quiet.
Yes,
right.
I've done this.
Right.
I've done what you're trying to do.
Exactly.
So listen to how I'm telling you to do it.
Yep.
And let me see. So I like that part of it. But if you ask me, I mean, I don't know about a record. I don't know about a record. You got to see the schedule.
No, don't get a record yet. I won't access too early because I know you got free agency coming, and I know you got the draft coming.
I'm optimistic, but I'm cautiously optimistic because I wish we had a different quarterback.
Yeah, I know.
You believe in the pieces that you have. You believe.
I believe in every other piece we have. Preston Williams, it was announced today they're moving in from him, and that they're 2 years, but they're 2 years late on that. See, and this is where my franchises fail sometimes.
Yeah.
You're waiting too long. Preston, in football, listen to me, people watch. In football, it's the only sport that if you can play, they'll put you on the field. They won't leave you on the sideline at no level. Pop Warner, ankle biters, middle school, YMCA, high school, college, XFL, Canadian League,
flag,
adult male flag. If you can play,
you're gonna see the field.
Run, if you can catch, if you can play, they will put you on the field. And when you're on a team for 3-4 years, and he's gonna crack the receiving core, he's gonna crack no, you're 2 years later. So Preston Williams is gone. I would do something with Devontae. He just can't stay on the field. And I don't think a new coaching staff helps that. If you're glass, you're just glass. I get it. Guys just don't take care of his body. Don't drink enough water because it's always a ligament or it's simple. You don't drink enough water, bro. Eat more broccoli and spinach, dog. It's so fucking simple. So those are the two moves, but I am fine with everyone on defense. I love our secondary. And it showed about week 8 or 9, they kind of got it together. And Javon Holland, what a steal.
When they went on that winning streak.
Kid, absolutely. So I like everything there, man. But I'm gonna stay optimistically cautious
and a little flat line for the first time in your life. Little flat line.
And because I don't know. Listen, guys, it's the first time as a Dolphin fan that I don't know about my quarterback. I grew up with Marino, right? Yep. Even years of Jay Fiedler, guys, even years of Chad Pennington, I still knew we had a shot to win because those guys can make winning play. Jay Fiedler went 11-5 and 10-6 as our starting quarterback. Chad Pennington went 11-5 and won the division for us.
And a division.
They won the division for us.
Comeback player of the year too, right?
This is the first year this is the first quarterback in a while. And that is supposed to be good. Now we've had Cleo Lemon, but you already knew.
No. That's
you know what I'm saying? That's different. But
you are a true fan. The fact that you remembered his ass.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had to watch him throw the London game against the Giants away when we're leading 13-3. He throws 2 fourth-quarter interceptions and he fumbles on a scramble. They kick a game-winning field goal and beat us. That's the year we went 1-15. Our only win is Greg Camarillo on overtime to the Ravens on the slant. Safety misses the tackle.
Wow.
So now
emotional damage.
That's what that is, bro.
Now that you're worried about the quarterbacks, let's talk about the quarterbacks. We can have a musical chairs in the NFL when it comes to quarterbacks. We've mentioned Watson.
Yes.
You got Aaron Rodgers with the Gratitude Monday. Tell me what your thoughts on Rodgers. I heard now Kirk Cousins, they're ringing on his door over in Carolina. I don't know if that's true or not, but supposedly they're knocking on the door.
Right.
We might get an influence. I don't know if Miami's in it, or grab one of those vets and then say Tua goodbye. Hit the bench, learn another year. Who knows?
Yeah.
But tell me about the Aaron Rodgers thing, and if you think for sure if Devontae Adams is going with him.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. That was a great point you just. I didn't think about that. If you are Miami, and one of those guys like a Kurt, somebody comes available, do you say, "Listen, Tua's still our guy, but let's get a veteran in here to help this guy. Let's get a veteran in here because he could always go back to, hey." Watch what Trey Lance is going to do in San Francisco. And you guys all wanted us to get rid of Garoppolo. And all Garoppolo did was take us to a conference championship game. Yeah. So trust me, that's a great point. I won't stay on the Dolphins, but that's a dope ass point because McDaniel could actually win a lot of people over by saying, look, guys, he's not getting rid of the kid, but he's saying he may not be ready. Wow, maybe Flores was right. But shit, look, we got a veteran now. You get a veteran in Miami right now, the fan base will blow up because they'll
God.
We got Waddle, we got just like everything we just talked about. We got all these pieces. And so, but I think Rodgers was very telling it, but I've been calling this all year long. He's gone.
He's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. There's zero reason to go back. Zero.
Right.
Zero. There's zero reason to go back.
And I find that amazing too. No love for Matt LaFleur.
Yeah.
Coach quarterback relationship. That kind of.
You can't keep, and there's another young coach right there. You want to talk about these young guys?
Yes,
all he's done has been the 4 straight conference championships.
Absolutely,
games, right? As a young coach,
we got his brother too.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, they're all from that. They're all from that
tree, bro.
It's all youngins now.
Tree, man.
Yep.
But he's gone out of there. The main team looks like your squad, the Broncos. I would love to see him there because I think it would explode the AFC West.
Oh, absolutely.
All 4 teams got a quarterback. Wow. All 4 teams got a shot. We just saw what that division was this year. Did you not enjoy the Raiders and the Chargers on Sunday night?
Yes, sir.
In the season? Did we not enjoy that? We get the same thing there. Cousins is weird because you got a new coach coming in there, but okay, if you don't play Cousins, who
you playing?
Yeah, they ain't got nobody.
Yeah, they got nobody.
Who are you drafting from? This class?
Right.
Oh, okay. Well,
with that offensive talent in the Vikings, they're ready to go. That's a top 10 offense.
Thank you. They're ready to go. I was about to say, well, say goodbye to Dalvin Cook for about 6 games because he's going to get killed and get hurt. He's already missed time. Jefferson, say goodbye to him for 2 or 3. He'll have an ankle or he'll have a quad or because it's too much on 2 guys.
Yeah.
I mean, so I don't get that. If you're Carolina, I think maybe you kind of try to reset. Try to find a veteran. I think Garoppolo would be a great fit. I think, you got Deshaun, you got Jameis, and you got Russell Wilson. You still got guys out there that are probably going to change some teams.
That's another one.
And guys looking and teams looking to make a pickup.
I can see Wilson in Minnesota.
Wilson in Minnesota. I can see Wilson more in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, yeah. I think what problem with Minnesota is his wife. I don't think his wife wants to go to Minnesota.
No. His wife don't want to go to Pittsburgh. She's not going.
Yeah, she wants big market.
Yeah. No,
big market.
and rightfully so. But if you're looking at the running back position, to have Dalvin Cook there, and Russell Wilson works better with a good running game.
Of course, I mean it's perfect for him.
That's what you want to go with. Now Pittsburgh is attractive as well because they got that new kid Harris there.
I was about to say there's Najee Harris.
Yeah, they got Harris there. They got Harris there, but I like
1,000-yard rusher.
I like the Minnesota
very
wide
little
receivers.
Passing help. I mean, no Juju, right? Juju gets hurt the first game. This is the year.
Absolutely.
These other 2 guys, I like Johnson. I think Claypool is a diva, and he's gonna turn himself.
He's gonna fuck it up.
I like
Odell. He's another Odell back.
Yep. But I like Minnesota's receiving core.
Yeah,
I love them, man.
But I don't think. Okay, but if you bring Russell in, then what are you doing with Kirk?
He's got to be moved. He's got to be moved. Obviously, you can't. You're not holding both of them now.
Are you traded for Kurt, or would you rather just try him in free agency?
I'll trade him.
You got to give up something for him.
Just swap with Seattle. Just swap.
Is it Kurt to Seattle?
Yeah, you have to because you got to get the money almost right.
If I'm Kurt, I make a stink. I don't let them do that. If I'm Kurt, I make a stink.
Right.
What's going on in Seattle, man? They didn't make they didn't make the playoff. Pete Carroll's in the 70s. If I'm Kirk, I make a stink. You're trying to send me where? Hell no. I've been quiet all this time.
He's got that no trade, right?
All this time.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna be a loud white boy.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. He's got 1 year left of that contract too. So at a decent price compared to the numbers that he puts out, 30 and 10 every year, 30 touchdowns and 10 picks. I mean, that's. Yeah, I'll take that shit any fucking day.
He gets shitted on so bad, man.
People hate Kirk Cousins. I don't understand, bro. I don't understand. I was like, he don't play defense either.
I'll tell you guys, man. We live in a society. You guys heard me say this.
Yeah.
Social media has taken over sports talk, guys. So 100%. You get a lot of people that say a lot of stuff where their opinion don't carry no weight. They never been on the show. They don't have a show. They just but it's so much of that we as a society, we just kind of regurgitate, what everybody else is doing and what everybody else is saying. Like, I hate DoorDash, right? But you know why people do it? Because everybody else is doing it.
Right.
That's 100%. Why everybody's doing it. But I hate DoorDash. I don't want no food that was made 35 damn minutes ago. I'm not that lazy, dog. It's up the street. I can go get. I tell my wife to do Instacart. I want to get the DoorDash groceries at the. What the fuck?
Who left this shit?
Who left? Hey. Set me up. As soon as I pull these bags in the house, somebody will call the police. Oh, my Instacart. What?
Exactly. Exactly. Pull the bags in, them shits are ticking.
So that's what's happening with sports, man.
It's
shitting off so much because one person on one of these networks starts to say it, then everybody starts to say it. And like you said, go look at the numbers. And it's actually 32-10.
Look at that.
He's 32-10. It's like, how is dog? How are you guys?
That's an average. That's an average. Like that's well over 37 touchdowns. Like, come on, man.
And on average, 4,500 yards.
Yeah, like.
I would take that
easy money.
I would take that right now on Denver. Can you imagine if I would have had those numbers?
Listen,
Think about it. Those are Dak's numbers, and people think they're going to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Oh, get that out of here, bro.
Right?
True.
Those are Dak's numbers, and people go, they're going to win a Super Bowl.
Yep.
Another quarterback has the same numbers, and everybody's trying to trade him and get rid of him.
Oh, he's holding us back, and that's another team that I was going to talk to you about real quick, not to get too much into the Dallas Cowboys, but they have a huge over the cap issue.
Oh yeah,
I'm hearing about DeMarcus Lawrence might get cut. Yep. A couple of these other guys, they're like 28 million over the cap. And again, these are the teams like me and you, VJ, who got money. And when they start shaking those leaves, some of that talent, you gotta get it.
Yep, somebody's gonna get dropped.
You gotta get that. You gotta pick them boys up.
I love the way we think. I wish you could see it. I wrote it down. I
literally
wrote because we were talking about. You asked me about receivers and guys going. One of the questions you guys text me that we might be talking about is, where do you see guys going? I looked at Dallas as Gallup's a free agent, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But something has to happen. They can't keep all three.
Can't.
Nope.
You can't keep all three. I think Cooper gets cut or traded.
Or one or the other.
To maybe go with the younger guys because they want CD to be the one. Even though to me, CD he reminds me of a Randall Cobb.
Right.
Yeah.
Looks like a number one when he's playing with a real number one. But if that number one was gone, when Jennings got hurt and when Jordy Nelson tore his ACL, Cobb was the one. Their passing game was never the same.
Nope.
And his career and Cobb's career was never. You take Cooper out of there, Gallup's already been dinged up and hurt, missed games.
I think he's out the door too. He's gonna get a free agent deal somewhere.
Number one, I don't think Dallas. Number one, it's the icon franchise of sport.
Of course.
No state tax, slow living, whatever. If you a clubber, do there's clubs. If you a cokehead, there's coke. If you a woman chase, there's what there. Dallas is everything. A popping ass town.
Absolutely.
And when you wear that star on your helmet, you are a god there.
Yes.
Yep.
You don't leave Dallas. I would never. If I play in the NFL, in every free agent year, I'm just going to Jerry. Like, what do I got to do? Whatever. I'm not leaving there.
Of course not. Look at Darren Schultz. What are we gonna do with him? The Jets. What I'm hearing in the Jet grapevine is we're desperate for a tight end, and here comes Schultz right out of the branches.
Yeah,
because you can't pay him.
Yeah,
how are you gonna pay him? And you still got Zeke at $18 million a year.
They're cutting Zeke. Zeke's done. They're cutting Zeke.
Look at that. They're going to Zeke.
Yeah, they have to.
You got to get under the cap here, sir.
They have the other guy, Pollard, right?
Yeah.
But they should have been playing Pollard already already.
That's why. And he had a way better year than Zeke.
VJ, listen, we are going to get into much more depth. It was just more of a spot check with you to check your temperature on that on the NFL because we will, and we haven't. It's not set in stone yet, but I believe free agency starts March 14th. I don't know if you can correct me or not. This March 15th. I think
that's
March 14th is
a Monday.
And I want to do a show with you, pal. Okay.
You already know the answer, homie.
We can get that shit popping right away.
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe into the night. I think it's March 14th, 15th in that spot. That's only a couple of weeks. So that's can't wait for that.
That's a quick.
Well, since we're sending out invitations, if you guys, I don't know if you guys ever watched it or saw, but I did a live draft show last year for the first round.
Okay.
Okay. Live draft show. I want you two gentlemen to be on the live draft show with me this year.
No doubt. We can do that.
Live draft show. So from the first
sign me up.
In the first round to the 32nd pick, and we go with the picks. You guys watch it. The way I did it last year, I just had my setup and my TV was there, so I could just sit and watch and just talk. Like, get your mock draft together. Get your mock draft.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pick by pick, and then we'll break it down. And I had a lot of fun. I did that last year, man, and it got so much attention. People loved it. I actually had comedian and actor Alex Thomas come in for like the first 10 picks.
Oh, nice.
Hang out with us, man. So yeah,
very good. So we're gonna get that in there. Okay, and that way we can update more, because once free agency is done, now we can really get into the draft and say, okay, what do we need now? Because you already spent the money,
right?
And basically the drafting is just to fill in the holes. So
one thing real quick too, before we move on, it just 10 seconds. Don't be surprised, guys, if Miami is still in the Watson sweepstakes.
I know that.
But,
I know.
But keeping it more quiet this time around, because we still have all the picks. We still have all the pieces. If they want Xavier, I would say go ahead and give him up. I would.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
I would say go ahead. If they want Xavier in that deal, I would say, okay, you know what?
Goodbye.
It's gonna hurt.
Give
it's
him
gonna
up.
hurt, but
we have an
okay.
Get
the quarterback.
It makes sense, because once you fix that quarterback position, everything else falls
lights out.
Yep.
You need the quarterback, man. Yep. And trust me, I wouldn't want that, but I know where your heart's at.
Keep an eye on that quietly, that they could still be in that sweepstakes.
Yeah, they're working the back channels. You know how this is going to work. They're working. They're somewhere in the bowels of Miami, in some basement over there, just fucking cooking shit up. Yeah. Listen,
in a bunker.
With a bunker, with the little red button there, fucking ready to press it.
And everybody's getting threatened. If this fucking word gets out, I'm killing you and your kids. And you're like, all right, bro. You sign your name with blood.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So we ran through a hell of a NBA first half for me personally, because I'm a huge Bulls fan. You know that.
Here we go.
And it is what it is. Chris,
shut up. I don't want to hear it.
Don't start your fucking shit.
Because I know where you're going. I know where you're going. I know where you're going. This fucking guy, man.
He's another one. He's a Knicks fan.
I'm a Knicks fan.
He's a Knicks fan. Listen,
stop it. Don't laugh. Don't laugh, Veejay.
Listen, we know he's hurt.
This ain't reality TV.
No, stop. He's another. Chris is another one that's going through melancholia, despondency, anguish, despair, and hopelessness.
You know what?
And I get it.
You know what?
And I get it, Chris.
Emotional damage.
That's what that is.
Yes. So we just got to touch it up a little bit. I'm not here to bury you. I'm not going to do that. We've done it in plenty of shows. But we closed out the first half with a good all-star game. I guess it was I didn't watch all of it, but I saw the spectacle. And I saw Mike. Right. I saw MJ with his little suit. Right. These guys with their white turtleneck mock necks.
Apparently talking to LeBron for the first time in LeBron's career.
Yeah.
Giving hugs.
Yeah. That was
Jesus Christ.
That was unbelievable.
How about Steph Curry, man?
Steph Curry just chucking up threes and turning around, not even letting him drop. I mean, it was a good show.
That dude is disgusting.
It was a good show.
The greatest shooter I've ever seen in my life.
Yes.
And I thought it was Reggie Miller.
Yes. I assume, VJ, you already know what the standings look like already. Yep. You pretty much know what the Western Conference is. It's basically Phoenix, and they took a major blow with
losing CP3
there with a fractured finger. That could be a problem. There's only 22 games left. So I'm not going to make a big deal. I don't think they'll whimper all the way down, but you got to be careful because Golden State's 6 games behind, which is a big lead.
Golden State's going to catch him.
It's going to catch him. I think they're going to catch him. Yep. They got to be very, very fucking careful. And be careful also with the fucking Memphis. And John Morant and them boys, they got 41 wins in their pocket.
Yep.
Okay, so that West, to me, is really top-heavy. From 1 to 3, I think that they're fucking solid. And I don't think an Eastern Conference team could even tickle those 3. So us in the Eastern Conference got a lot of work to do, and that includes the Milwaukee Bucks. That includes the Miami Heat, which I don't know how the fuck they keep winning because it's fucking mind-boggling. They're hurt all over the place too, just like my Bulls. And the coaching,
culture.
Yeah,
coaching and culture.
Yep. And I'm glad to see that Spoelstra's still there because everyone when LeBron got there, was thinking, oh man, Spoelstra's just a figurehead. But it's good to see that he's built this team. and it's taken this team this far.
Yeah.
Just a couple of years ago, they were in the finals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, remember,
so
LeBron left because he wanted him fired, and Raleigh wasn't fired.
Right, exactly. He knew what he had.
Really
I love Raleigh.
He knew what he had. He's loyal. He's loyal. I
Yeah.
love about him. He's loyal. Now, the Eastern. Now, you give me a brief on what you won the Western Conference, or what you think. How is this NBA season shaping up for you? Who do you like at the East? The teams I just told you about, which is, and don't forget Brooklyn, because you know that I know they're in the bottom. But you get Simmons back, you get his head right, and that boy's over there swishing and dishing. More dishing than anything. He doesn't need to score. And you let Durant and Kyrie do the rest. And now that roster with Curry, Seth Curry, and now with LaMarcus Aldridge coming back healthy. Get these guys healthy.
Still got Drummond too.
Drummond now, who gives them some size. My Bulls too. We picked up Tristan Thompson. That's going to give us some size. And Pat Williams is coming back. Like, we're going to get a lot of players coming in now from injury to solidify these rosters. I am excited. I haven't been this excited for the NBA in a long time, except for where I'm bashing his team. And that fucking piano. We're not gonna get there.
I love that. I love the organ though.
I love the organ. I love the organ. Drive me nuts.
I love the organ.
But they have been. That's a whole nother story we might get to if we have a chance today to get to the Knicks and the bottom half of that Eastern Conference. But a lot of teams are creeping up. Boston now has won like 9 in a row. Philadelphia now with Harden, they're creeping up. They got 33 wins. So this is going to get interesting. Who do you like? Eastern Conference, and I think I know what you're going to say about the West already, but let us know. How do you feel with all these plethora of teams moving up and getting healthy?
First of all, I'm with you, man. I have not been this excited with the NBA since Kobe played. I've not been this excited at the NBA since Kobe, mostly due to my new sports betting company, sports betting show.
Yes. Congratulations is in order.
Better than your bets, and if we ever lose a bet, you better bet we're always going to say bet it back, bitch. But
I like that one.
I wrote that. No, it's with me, honestly, with me and the gambling stuff and the sports betting stuff. I am back, man. I'm back into the NBA hardcore every night. I'm back into the NHL every night. Baseball, get your shit together so I can beat your ass every single day, every night with every game.
They're still screaming, hey, clean up at aisle 5!
Yeah.
Can you get the fucking commissioner online? You fuck! We're out of time!
Oh my God. I can't wait till we have our 3-man show on the network somewhere. People gonna be like, hey man, listen, you gotta put them on cable. They can't be on regular TV.
Hell no.
You got DJ and them 2 Puerto Rican dudes, they gotta be on cable, bro. They gotta be on cable. But
between the owners, between the owners and the play association, man. That's the way I'll be screaming up them damn meetings. Every day they're going to a fucking meeting for 15 minutes.
Come on, guys. They'll play, but I just need them to get I'm ready to just bet on the games and start my company and have people subscribe to my website. My website's going to be a subscription website. I get 5 picks, then you pay extra for my other picks. Best pick of the day, all that good stuff. But the NBA season, man, it's been great. It's really, really been good.
Delicious.
I love the fact that Lakers are going through what they're going through.
Yes.
Oh God, I love it. I love seeing it.
That experiment is terrible.
I do. I love that it was all on you. But so cryptically this weekend, he made sure he complimented 3 other GMs. Which is really an asshole, sucker ass move.
Yeah.
Talked about going to play for somebody else while you're supposed to be so sold into this franchise. But of course, his apologists all come out and just say, nothing. Like, could you imagine if Kobe on All-Star Weekend talked about playing for another damn team, bro? Could you imagine if
Cleveland
he said something?
And it was Cleveland.
He sees Garland running around doing his thing. Now they got a Chris Levert that's been traded in there. Jared Allen is balling. I mean, that is, of course.
But remember, he had young guy. He had Wiggins once. Remember, can't win. I can't win with him.
He did away with him.
You're going to win with these 2 second-year, 1 rookie guy? Okay, have fun, buddy. Anyway, so enough talking to him, enough talking to Lakers. The West, you're right. 8 weeks. It's 6 to 8 weeks, guys. Trust me. This is bigger. This is bigger, JD, than just only they got 20-something games left. 8 weeks is 2 months, bro. So if you do the math, that's into the playoffs in April. So he might not start the playoffs. Jesus. And if you get a motivated T-Wolves at the 9 and the 10 with that play-in, trying to play and then playing the 1 or the 2 seed, and then we'll go to the state, you could be in a lot of trouble because Cat looks like he could put a team on his back and get 2 playoff wins. And if the other, like Shaq said, if the others do them,
Yep.
I got a bum on my back. Kobe can give me 40. If I got a bum on my back and Kobe's doing him, I always say get the others involved. If the others can get you a game, and the next thing you know, you're in game 7 with the T-Wolves, right?
You're in a dogfight.
Where anything can happen. So, but I think Golden State getting Wiseman back, he's 5-on-5 contact practice now. Draymond, I think, could have came back, but they figured, look, All-Star break coming out.
Give him more time.
Steve Kerr's been so smart with this team. Let's get
I love
some
that
of these
guy.
young guys just more run.
Experience.
Yeah.
We finished 1 or 2. Draymond, we're fine. We don't have to be 1, but 6.5. I think they do catch them because something like that slump Steph was in. It's over.
Yeah.
It's over. It's over. It's over.
After that fucking show on Sunday.
No, this has happened before in All-Star games. Guys have come in with a little slump and explode in the All-Star game and then get back with their team. It doesn't matter what game it is. Whatever game it is the game it is.
That's right.
Okay,
that's
and the man jacked up 27 threes and hit 16 of them. Okay, so that's shoes fun. Allen Iverson was halftime. He's like, hey, whatever that slump was in, it's over now. He out that slump now. That's so I do think they do come back. In the East, man, kudos to your Bulls. Kudos to what DeRozan is doing this year.
Oh my God.
28-5-5. That sounds like a Kobe year, right? That sounds like one of Kobe's championship years. 28-5.
Veejay, I know you know ball.
Yeah.
Tell me, how the fuck is DeMar DeRozan, his percentage on scoring, which is all his mid-range, mid-range. Yep. The guy barely shoots 3-pointers. And every time he'll dribble, stop at the foul line, jump, and pop.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that since Kobe. But the last one to do it.
There you go. You can stop it right there.
Right.
He's from Compton. He's from LA.
Yep.
So he grew up a Who fan. He grew up a Kobe fan. He grew up a Laker fan. He used to work out with Kobe at UCLA in the offseason.
Yes.
When he was in high school.
Woo.
Wow.
Yes. So that's before he
one of the greats.
Exactly. That's before he even got to the league. When he was in high school, he used to go to UCLA and they used to let him jump in. Oh, Tyson Chandler, all those guys from if you're good in high school, when the NBA guys at the local college, they'll let you come get some run. They ain't got you coming in and getting some, especially if you can get you some buckets, bro. There's a level of respect there, but it's also you the man in that. Like if you're Kobe at that time, I got 5 rings in this town. You're 18. I already know who your favorite player better be. It better be me. Right. I've been in this town, all these years winning. So
I love it.
Got it from, man. He's got a Kobe type game, and he's been on a tear.
That offensive efficiency, and thank you, Billy Donovan. That's the guy who has put this together. The new GM.
Yeah, not like Leon Rose.
Yeah, right. Like, okay, we might get to that. But that GM just took our roster and just threw it out and said, I'm going to bring in my guys.
Back. Wait till you get Ball back. You got guys still out. When you start to get guys back, it'll really open up. Now, my only worry for Chicago is this, is that there's nobody on that roster of importance that has any leadership deep in the playoff experience. And in the NBA, young teams normally don't win the championship. You have to go through your bumps. Magic went through his, Bird, Isaiah, Jordan.
Yeah, and it's only DeRozan. It's only DeRozan.
It's really only DeRozan who's been to conference finals with Toronto and always ran into the Cavs or ran into the Heat. Yeah. So when you look around in the game 5, series tied at 2 on the road,
right?
Who's there and who's been here before? And you'd be surprised, man, when you hang around these guys and they tell you. Like, I always like to ask integral part, like, yo, who was like always the calmest? Word, it was him. Who was almost like the most nervous dude, like late in the game in the timeout? I've heard NBA players say, dude, you look at people's hands, man, and they're on their lap like this.
Yeah.
Like they're sitting there, they bending over looking at the coach, but you look at their hands,
they're shaking.
Like, dude, relax. I can't give him the ball.
Yeah.
But when you've been in that situation before, it's a comment. So that's my only worry is that they could be a second round exit because they just don't have the experience. They have the talent. They just don't have the experience there.
I hope the coaching can get them a little further than that. I hope.
But you're also talking. I'm gonna give you these other teams too, man. I got some great numbers for you guys.
Yeah.
If you look at the Bulls in the Heat right now, okay, this is really weird. Vegas is normally right, but this is really strange.
Right.
The favorite to come out of the East right now with everything going on, Brooklyn Nets at a plus 500. Brooklyn Nets at a plus 500.
Yeah.
Okay. To come out of the East right now. They're 350 to come out of the East. The Brooklyn Nets are still a plus 500 to win the championship.
Yeah.
Is what Vegas is telling us, okay? Number 2 out of the East would be the Sixers and then the Bucks. The Heat and the Bulls are the 1 and 2 seed. They're plus 1,200. The Bulls are plus 2,800.
Yeah.
So even Vegas looks at this and goes, great regular season.
Yes.
Great guy DeRozan.
And they're right. And they're right.
Kobe White, who I love. Tar Heel.
Kobe, right?
Y'all see the Tar Heel jersey? Tar Heel.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I love that. But once again, when it gets to the second round, there's going to be a team they're going to have to face where they've been. Look, think about it. The second round, they're either going to have to play the Sixers or the Bucks. The Bucks are the defending champions. The Bucks seen it all. The Sixers have Embiid. They don't have an answer for Embiid. And then whatever Harden's doing. Right. I don't believe the Sixers. I would probably, if the Bulls had home court, I would probably put on the Bulls to win that series. But I think it would go 7 and take a little bit.
Yeah, it will go 7.
Take a little bit out of it to where they got to
too
conference
much,
finals. You run into the Bucks. They have no answer for Middleton. They have no answer for Giannis. Giannis will eat them. Giannis will eat anybody in the East alive other than Joel Embiid. He'll eat any front court. Any front court, he's going to destroy. He's at that level of his game right now. So I like the I'm actually gonna put 100 on the Bucks to come out of the East this year because I like the plus 700.
Okay,
right. I like the plus 700. My money is gonna put my wife and I. We're going 50 and 50 on that. That's an 800. No, that's 800 come up. If they come out of the East, that's an 800 come up, man.
Yeah,
and on $100 bet, that's a great investment. So I like what Chicago's doing, but Giannis at 29, 11, and 6. And they're third in the East right now. And that's without Pat Connaughton. There's other teams hurt too, man. They get
between that, COVID, all types of shit that's going on this year. I like
what Brooklyn's got, bro. But I'm still just going to stand on the side. If Kyrie can't play at home, they can't get out of the East.
No.
They can't. If he can't play at home, and I'm on the side of Kyrie has a decision for himself. I don't know. I don't tell people to do with this whole pandemic. Right. If he doesn't want to get it, my thing is, you can get the vaccine, but don't tell me I have to. That was your choice. Let me have my choice, and we need to respect that more.
Right.
His choice is he don't want to get it. Period. I'm not going to get it just because I got to play. That's going against my belief.
Absolutely.
So,
and the other part of that is also, if you're going to tell him he can't play at home, then don't allow the visiting team who's unvaccinated to play.
That makes Charles Barkley said that the other night. It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, that's the most asinine shit I've ever heard in my life. This whole time, I thought they weren't allowing unvaccinated players to play in Brooklyn, and these guys are rolling in like nothing. And it's like Kyrie's completely right.
Fans too, other coaches, like that's why it's so stupid. It's like, hold up. You're letting these guys come in and play, but that makes no guy. That just
and they
beat down your own team in your own city. What kind of shit is that?
Listen, it goes deeper than that, man. Kyrie is also very pro-black. Kyrie is spoken out against the NBA. Yes. Remember, before the bubble, Kyrie was on the edge of telling the black players, like, bro, do you know we all left and started our own league? This league will crumble, but we keep bowing down to them. And those are his. And the NBA don't like that, man. But he's a guy who's going to speak up, and that's
why they're always trying to assassinate his character. They're always doing it at every turn. Now he doesn't help himself with the whole flat Earth shit that he was going to, and then when he said I needed some time off from the team, and he's on a video call, on a Zoom call, handling some sort of bullshit he was going through. I was like, Kyrie, you're not helping your case here.
He's quirky.
See, I don't like that though. We're just really talk, Chris, really quick. I don't like I don't know if the world is round or flat. You know why? Because I ain't never been out in space and rotated around the motherfucker to see what it was.
Yeah, exactly. No, you're right. You're right.
So I don't let society. I have a real mental strongness about. I don't let history dictate to me shit that you ain't really ever proved to me. The Truman Show movie killed that for me. Okay, Jim Carrey in the Truman Show killed.
You're right.
Dog. Every time I look at the moon, I really some nights be like,
that's a satellite. That's a bullshit.
That shit, y'all. I'd be like, yo, they good, man. They good.
Oh yeah,
that ain't no moon.
That was a fucked up scene though. When he was trying to get to the end, bro, he was like, hit him again.
Hit him again. So when it comes to things like that, people have killed Kyrie for it, but in my head, I'm like, all right, well,
let him be.
So what? There were people that thought the Earth was flat, but then they had to say it was round. My thing is, if it's round. Then when I drill through the center like this, why do I come back up out the top?
Right. Yep.
Explain that to me.
Yep.
Why don't I drop out? If it's round.
Yep.
No, but you're absolutely right.
If he can't play at home, I don't feel him. I thought the Nets won the trade, so that's why I'm
absolutely. They fleeced them.
So that's why I don't think the Sixers can come out of the East, because losing Seth Curry was huge.
That hurt, man.
It was huge.
Yes.
I like the Bucks. I like the Bucks out of the East, guy. I like the Bucks. The Heat at the number 1 seed. Now I can see Bucks and Heat in the conference finals. I can see that. I can see that because the Heat does have pieces.
Yes.
And they do got shooters, and they do got a star in Jimmy Butler. Also, too, quick sidebar, Jimmy Butler. See, that's what a real leader is. How many minutes? You guys know how many minutes, without looking up, how many minutes did Jimmy Butler play in the All-Star game?
Almost nothing.
Yeah.
Almost nothing. 9 minutes, yeah.
You know why? Because he knows the rest of this season is more important.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How many minutes did LeBron James play in the All-Star game?
A whole lot.
More than anybody else.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why.
But just a week ago, he told us he was tired and needed wine in the bed.
Oh, Lord.
Jesus Christ.
There's a difference between paper leaders and real. What Jimmy, and I was watching, I said to my wife, I said, Jimmy Butler told the coach, like, look, go ahead and get me in one run, and then after that,
right.
I got bigger things back. I got bigger things back in South.
Yeah, you got to preserve him, man.
Absolutely.
I thought Giannis is young, so I excused it, but I would like to see Giannis sit the fourth quarter of that game too.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. You got bigger things, guys.
Of course. You don't need that shit. And Jimmy, for his whole career, plays almost 40 minutes a night. So his legs are going to be shot.
I think
soon.
Jokic didn't play the fourth quarter either.
Exactly. But you know why? Because he knows I got bigger things back.
Absolutely.
I got bigger, because that's what a real leader does.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I can hot dog it and try to get steal everything I can. But you know what? I got bigger.
Yep.
It told me LeBron is already checked out of this Lakers season.
Yeah, he's
absolutely.
He's thinking about where to go or what to retool with.
Yeah, and what's worse
is though, he can't get out. He doesn't have his opt out, and he can't get out of it this year.
Yep.
He has to come back.
And he's over there throwing out. He's throwing out ideas that whoever drafts his son, is going to get him.
Yeah,
that's the ultimate squeeze play. And like, really, what GM would want that at this point? You draft his son, and that automatically means he's going to come on board.
What's so sad about that is, number one, I watch his son play in person. His son's good, but he's not NBA good. Okay, his son played with Zaire Wade, who's Dwayne Wade's son at Sierra Canyon, which is about 15 to 17 minutes from my house out here in LA.
Yeah,
and Zaire his dad had to be part owner of the Jazz for him to even get on the Jazz G League. No other G League team signed Zaire. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a program that puts out real Mickey Williams. They put out real top-notch talent. LeBron's son, Bronny Jr., and I feel for the kid. I really do. Because the attention you get is because you're your dad's son, but your dad is the reason why you keep getting this attention. He can easily get out of the way, but he's such a narcissist that he just gets. This is the same guy who said he played with a broken hand in the finals and was dunking in the AAU tournament in the warm-up line 8 days later.
Right.
And it's, why can't he live for his son? I said, bro, there's a time for a dad to stand his ass on the side.
Exactly.
And let your son.
I agree.
Let him
right?
get
you saw how uncomfortable Greg Anthony was being called out there, because that was Cole's moment. But Cole wanted his dad out there, but you could tell Greg Anthony was like, "Oh, all right, well, I was ready to." He was standing there with the phone.
I was getting ready to go to sleep.
Record.
Yeah.
He didn't know, but you can see that's a dad that's kind of like, "Hey man,
it's about you. It's about you.
It's about you right now." Yeah. So those fillers, man, are just those fillers are crazy. But I like my finals. I give my finals right now. Give me the Warriors. Give me the Bucks. In a 7-game super thriller. I'm talking super, because the Bucks are. I mean, the Draymond is good, but Giannis is
gonna eat that up.
Listen,
he's gonna eat that up.
I know,
and they play good defense.
Yeah, no. Listen, the Bucks are the real deal.
Absolutely.
But I don't think Kevin Durant would allow it to happen this year.
He don't have Kyrie. He don't have Kyrie all the games, man.
They'll get Kyrie.
He don't have Kyrie all the games.
Listen, New York City is going to take that. They're going to lift it. They're going to lift it, and they're going to throw it out the garbage. And the Brooklyn Nets.
I know that's y'all home. I know that's y'all home, but they won't.
Listen, no. Don't do that. That's this cocksucker over here. He wants to spite me because he's so petty.
I know.
You root for your goddamn Bulls and stop paying attention to the Brooklyn Nets.
The Brooklyn Nets are
going
to be there.
They got nothing to do with you.
Kevin Durant.
I hope they crash and burn.
Player in the league is not going to allow that to happen
Actually, Steph Curry is the best player in the league.
No.
Yes, he is.
No, it's not. No, it's
yes,
not.
he is.
See, now this is where we draw the line.
Yes, it is. Pound for pound. Let me tell you why I say that real quick, Jay. Let me tell you why I say that.
Go ahead.
I always said it was a player that I felt like I underappreciated his entire career. And I, as a sports fan, I feel bad. And I wish I can go back and give him more love because there were some years, pound for pound, he was the best player in the league. And that's Allen Iverson.
Yes.
But we were so caught up in Kobe, T-Mac, Shaq.
That's great rosters, though.
Garnett. Those some names I just gave you. Dirk. Ray Allen. Not shooter Ray. Do y'all remember put it on the floor and drive to the rim, Ray Allen? Jesus Shuttlesworth.
The Milwaukee Bucks, Ray Allen.
Yep.
Who would dunk on your ass?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Who would dunk on your ass? Like he had.
Balls.
Yep.
Yeah. He didn't have hops. He had an explosive leap.
Yeah.
That would get him to the rim quick, and before you knew it, you were dunked on. It wasn't a jump and a pause. Ray Allen be on a fast break and would take off, and before
it was quick.
It was quick before he got to the. He would always dunk in front of himself.
He was tremendous.
He was
tremendous,
and that's why I say that there were years he won an MVP. Remember, AI won an MVP in that.
Yes,
run.
He did. Yeah.
And that run of who was the best player in the year, AI won an MVP. Yeah. So there were years he was probably pound for pound the best in the game. But people would say, well, he's small, or he didn't play defense, even though he led the league. It still was 3 years, but he didn't play defense. Well, that's because he played the passing lanes. Motherfucker, that's defense.
Well,
that's defense, man.
Right? That's fucking defense.
That's fucking
I hate
defense.
when people got to make excuses. About? Yeah.
So wrap that back to Steph. A guy that's got 2 back-to-back MVPs, one unanimously. The best. He's the best shooter.
Yes.
We have ever laid our eyes on. Put on 12 pounds of muscle this offseason. He is he's gonna be a second team all defensive player this year. Mark my words. He's gonna make an all defensive team this year, and he's doing this shit. Just got Clay back, no Draymond, no Wiseman, and has them at the second best record in the league.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's the best player in basketball. But I love easy money.
You're gonna listen. You're gonna take Steph now because Durant's sitting down.
No, well, I've been taking Steph the last 3 years, dog. I've been saying this. It's on record.
I got you.
Okay, it's on wax.
You are not Kevin Durant at 7 foot who can handle the ball and score it from anywhere.
Yeah, like a point guard.
You just you saw what he did. He almost beat Milwaukee by himself.
He's 1B to me.
One B.
Steph is 1A. Steph is 1A. Steph is 1A. Durantula, easy money sniper.
Durantula.
That is a bad man.
Dog, I saw true story. I saw Kevin Durant play when he was 16 years old for Montrose Christian Academy in Landover, Maryland.
Good for you.
I saw Durant play back then. I saw Durant play for DC Assault AAU team with Nolan Smith and Michael Beasley. They were scoring 150, 160 points a game in AAU tournaments.
Right.
He had games where he had 40. There were tournaments he would have 41, 47, 55, 42, and then the championship game, 60.
Yeah, he's an animal.
I was at those tournaments.
Yeah. He could score at will.
I saw him at Texas. I saw every year that he played in Texas, and I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
Steph is small. Steph, like I said, pound for pound. I just have to look at pound for pound, like boxing, right? You can say such and such is the great, but let's go through all the weight classes, just like pound for pound. No, this guy's the best boxer. He's the best fighter on the planet, man. I think Steph Curry it's a slight edge for me as the best player.
And I give I get you, and I give a slight edge to Durant because he's a 7-footer.
And I'm not mad at that.
That's where we are.
That's why I give him a B. It's like my Rice and Moss argument. If you want Jerry Rice, you can have Jerry Rice. I get it, but you better make sure Montana, Tom Rathman, Roger Craig, Brett
all
Jones,
of them on that team.
Make sure all that comes with it. If you want me to start an offensive receiving core, give me Randy fucking Moss.
Okay.
Give me Moss.
You
can have Rice. Give me Moss, though.
Yeah. Because people forget, too, that Jerry Rice was, I'm not using the word victim, but he was part of that new West Coast offense.
That people hadn't figured out yet.
Nobody figured out. It's a quick slant. I'm gonna catch the ball and run
and outrun everybody.
And that when he was great. I don't remember seeing him jumping up and getting balls. Like the way Randy Moss did. Just throw it up.
Yeah,
he was a route runner, receiver, and I love Jerry. Jerry was my favorite growing up. I love him. I love number 80.
He's the GOAT.
Right.
But
absolutely.
It's like basketball. Mike's the GOAT. I get it.
Yeah.
But if I have the number 1 overall draft pick of history,
right,
I'm taking the Black Mamba number 1 overall.
No way.
And I'm gonna have, and guess what? I'm gonna still have a top 3 player all time. I'm gonna have the number 4 scorer of all time. I'm gonna have a guy with 5 championships. I'm gonna have the coldest motherfucker of our generation. Our generation. Jordan's kind of like the beginning of us and before us, right? I'm 44. Okay, I saw his career, but I graduated the same year as Kobe. So at 18 is when I started loving Kobe.
That's
that
why.
That carried me until I was 40.
Yeah,
right. 18 to 40, where Jordan was more aged 8 to 18. That's only 10 years. That's middle school and high school.
Yeah, middle school, high school.
Carried me my senior year all the way until I was married with kids and I've been watching Kobe. So that's why I say yes, man. Give me what Jordan. But if you ask me who the GOAT is,
it has to be Mike. It's Mike. Yeah. It's that I dream to be.
Here we go.
There's me.
I got a commenter on the chat that says, what are we talking about? He's saying Joel Embiid is the best player in the league. Shout out to Watch This podcast over at the 407, which is
he'll win the MVP this year, but he's not the best player in the league.
He's not the best player in the league. Absolutely.
But he'll win the MVP this year.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, if you do win the MVP, you are the best player in the league for that year. For that year, yeah. That's what the MVP is.
No. It's not the best player of the year. It's the most valuable player.
Right, but that makes you the best player.
No,
yes, absolutely.
Who's the best quarterback in the NFL this year?
It was Aaron Rodgers who won the MVP again.
He did. He was better than Tom Brady this year.
Yes. I'm sorry. That's an argument.
You let these little things skew your mind on stuff, bro.
No. Aaron Rodgers.
This is for you.
This
is for you Jet fans.
That's
this
right.
This is all the fuck y'all gonna win.
Listen.
That was the Lombardi Trophy back then.
You're gonna be right there next to me with me, pal. Just remember that.
This year we were over 500. And y'all motherfuckers were bad.
Yeah,
and I left you alone. I left you alone all year. I only text you for one Dolphin Jet game. Yes. I left you alone, dude.
Because you did the deal. You did the deal.
Mess with you.
Yeah, but I told you from the beginning, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. Rookie coach, rookie everything, and we're the youngest team in the league, and we were the most hurt team in the league. Do you know that our injuries were the most in the league when it came to the salary cap? Salary cap guys.
I don't believe you feel that though. I don't believe you feel that, JD. I don't believe you really felt that. I think you're a smart radio sports guy. So you knew it was the smart thing to say, so nobody can say shit to you.
How dare you? How dare you never baby like that?
That's his trick.
Right, Chris?
That's his trick.
Sandbag.
He put his expectations low so nobody.
You're a liar. You're a liar.
No, we're gonna be bad. We're gonna be bad. So when somebody says something, when somebody says something, we go, "Oh, what? Come on! I've been telling you all season long. All season long. I have been telling you."
Yeah.
That's right.
And so he could give us
spill it all 5.
Yeah, he could do. So he could give us that. Yeah.
Yes. So he can talk shit about your team.
Exactly.
No. Listen, don't make a fuck out of me. Don't make a fuck out of me. Don't make a fuck out of me. I knew my team was bad. There's no way come on, VJ. With a rookie quarterback, a rookie OC, a rookie head coach, and the youngest team in the league, really, I want to sit here and say, go Jets! Woo! No!
You watch the games. I bet, guys, fans listen to JD. Let me tell you about JD. JD has a pair of grown man Jets pajamas with the feet, with the feet attached, with the little ass flap out so you can go sit down and piss. It don't even have a zipper in the front. It don't even have a zipper in the front. It has an ass flap, so he has to go sit down and piss when he's taking commercial breaks during the Jets. Don't let this guy fool you.
I love the ass flap.
Games and cheers hard. And I can't believe they fucking threw that pass.
Yep. Oh yeah. You gotta see him on Football Sunday.
He's not sitting back watching the Jets like, I already know we're gonna be. I'm not sure.
Yep. You should have seen him. You should have seen him on Sundays. Zach wants to throw an interception. I knew it. Too good to be true. I knew it. Yo, he was like, was like Joe Beningo. He was like Joe Beningo on the radio, just like, yeah, I told you it was gonna happen, bro.
No,
Look,
man,
pick six, right at you.
He's not fooling nobody, man.
Yeah.
Listen, I will say this real quick about your Jets. I actually do like the future, the way you guys are going. And as a Dolphin fan, dude, I always like playing the Jets when they're good. Because it makes it all. Some of my greatest child memory, my favorite. Somebody tweeted the other day, favorite football NFL play ever. The fake Spike Marino play, baby. Where? Up at the old Meadowlands against who? The New York Jets.
That's right.
And on who? And on who? Aaron Glenn.
On Aaron. Mark Ingram. Ingram on Aaron Glenn. And I remember watching that game on YouTube maybe about a month ago. I saw, oh shit, the whole full broadcast. So I just sat up one night doing some homework and watching the game. You guys actually were on a roll. And you came off back-to-back losses, and Boomer had thrown like 5 picks over those 2 games. Boomer, and that was late in the year. That was like a November game. That was like right after Thanksgiving, I think.
Yeah,
it might have been
they were still in it.
It
was a cold day. It was a cold day.
Well,
and we scored on the first drive, and Miami couldn't move the ball. We got another field. We really couldn't move the ball a lot that day. That Jets defense was good, but that last drive, Marino gets it to Mark Jackson, gets it to Keith Byers, gets it to Irvin Fryer, and then going down Spike and looks at Irvin Fryer.
Blah, blah.
Bullshit. But the way Marino's jumping around, it's just, it's one of those. But I have a hurt one too. The Monday night game where we're up.
I was gonna go there, but
I went to bed. And woke up the next. This is before DVR, before the technology we had today. I went to bed. I'm driving to work the next morning. I hear it on the damn sport. I was like, hold up, what the? And then I get home that night and watch Sports Center Jumbo fat ass Elliott.
Yep, that's right. Yep.
Yeah,
take that, baby. Take
some good moments in Bama, but I like the future of the Jets.
And the 80s one when Wesley Walker caught that bomb and that beautiful game. Dan Marino against Kenny O'Brien.
Yeah.
That game was 54. It was 54-45, bro.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that game between Marino and Kenny O'Brien was one of the greatest games I've ever seen. 2 fucking teams going at it offensively.
Mind you. Yeah.
And Marino and the Miami team was an offensive juggernaut. And the Jets, for most of those late 80s, were very good offensively. Very good.
They were all the Al.
Wesley Walker, Al Toon, and them boys.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
That was Freeman McNeil. Johnny Hector, them boys, that was a cohesive team.
Freeman, I still hate Freeman McNeil to this day. Last game of the year, 1992.
Yes.
Yeah.
1992. All the Dolphins have to do is win at home.
Right.
We lost 4. All we got to do is win at home against the Jets.
Right.
Winner, because you guys actually ended up playing the Oilers the following week.
Yep, that was our wild card year. We're 8-8.
Wild card year, yep. And Dolphins at home, everything's our way. Jensen Farrell Edmonds catches a touchdown pass late in that game.
Right.
Marino drives it down, puts him up. And then Freeman McNeil on like 3rd and 2 took a draw and bounced it to the outside, ran it all the way down to like the 3-yard line, got pushed out of bounds. They kicked the field goal and beat Miami, man. I laid on my bed. And cried. My uncle Alton, Lord rest his soul, passed away. He comes in the room and rubs me on my back. He used to call me Yella. He used to call me DJ Yella. He used to call me DJ Yella from NWA. He's like, it's all right, Yella. Don't worry about it, man. Come on outside.
That guy right there.
He went outside and shot some hoop in the driveway, man. My uncle, rest in peace, my uncle, man. But
that's right.
That's good.
God rest his soul.
That's a great story. That's a great story.
Great story. That's history right there. This is why I appreciate you. That's pain. That's real pain.
To this day. So I don't like Freeman McNeil to this day because of that. And he didn't do shit all game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like a 70-yard run. Like Miami, you're thinking, okay, we stop them, they get a 4th down, they can't kick a field goal from there, and they run a draw, and he break John Offerdahl's tackle and bounces to the left side and turns on the Jets. And I think it's Jarvis Williams or Lewis Oliver who catches him and pushes him out on like the 2 or 3. You guys take one knee, set up the field goal. Guy comes in, kicks the ball, wins the game.
Jeez.
Yep.
It was. Listen, we go back and forth. It's a great rivalry, and I think again to close off the NFL now. Well, basically, what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Saleh and the Jets, Mike LaFleur, it's all together.
Yeah.
So now this is year number 2.
The Jets need to just keep it together.
Keep the free agents.
Keep that consistency together.
Yeah.
If you're going to lose this year and have an awful year, fine. You just want to see some progress come out of Zach Wilson. You got to see more out of him.
I'm just so happy that we have the same coach and the same OC.
Yeah, that's what matters.
Look how bad
you have to figure. You're gonna. I'm telling you, you guys are gonna fuck up. You're gonna wait too long on Zach Wilson, guys. But listen, I pick quarterbacks right, man. I really do, fellas. I for 10, 15 years of doing radio, I don't really miss on a lot of first round court. He has too much Johnny Manziel to him. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Yeah, no, his arm talent is way too good.
He has better arm talent, and he's not a runner.
Listen, what's gonna help him is that this offense is terrific by Mike LaFleur, aka Shanahan. That's the offense where it's 3-step drop. Look what you got. First read, second read, boom. And I think that flow and the flow of the running game is going to help Zach. I don't need Zach Wilson to be great.
If I'm the Jets, I'm. You guys got picks galore.
Yes, sir.
If I'm the Jets, I'm in the Watson sweepstakes.
Yeah,
man. I know.
Are you kidding? What? Are you kidding me?
If they want Zach Wilson, like they said, we want that guy.
If you could trade him, yeah.
But I don't think the Jet brass is going to do it. They're all in on Zach, man.
Like I said,
they're all in Zach. That's what I'm getting from them.
So if you're Houston and you pick up the phone and you call the Jets and you said, "Look, we know he wants to be in a big market, and there's not a bigger market than New York. He's not going to go to the Giants." You're right there, stealing from the Giants. The Giants, they don't know what they want with Daniel Jones. If I'm Houston, if I'm Houston, I play a mind game. Hey, don't let the Giants come in and steal this kid, man. And you guys are the little brother of the arena.
Anyway. Right. And we called you first. Yep. Yeah, and we called you first.
The Giants are first, right? You have like 5 first-round draft picks. You can be all in on Zach, but this guy's proven. This guy's guaranteed.
If he's clear all that bullshit,
he's going to be clear. He just announced he gets to testify against 9 of those women. And for a guy to do that, that means there's already been talk between him and his attorneys and shit. They believe if he can testify against himself, it's going to help him. Right. No attorney's going to have him do it if he's not going to help himself.
Absolutely.
He's getting out of this shit.
These women, and there's flaws. There's flaws in the
these women should have just took payoffs.
Right.
They should. I don't know what happened, but now you may look like he could walk, and you're going to get nothing out of it. And now you might just look bad at it. But I like the Jets' future. But don't. If I'm them, I'm in the. If I'm Pittsburgh, Miami, the Jets, Carolina, Atlanta, I'm in the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes.
Yep. Now we forgot before we go. I want to touch it real quick because we didn't get to it. The whole Juwan Howard fiasco there in Michigan. I listen. I'm a big blue guy. I know you're a big blue guy. I understand what happened, and I know that Juwan, a bit too much of the apple there.
Yeah, he's part of the "Don't Try Me" crew.
Right, and I get it, and I understand the suspension. It doesn't look right, the optics.
Yep.
But that coach from Wisconsin, it should be held accountable too on that. He stopped them. They were supposed to walk past each other.
Put his hands on him.
Initiated also with the what they call it, when you fuck it up, Bush League, that little Bush League bullshit with the timeout and all the nonsense. I get it, with the rules of the gentleman's rule of sports.
Right.
But I love Juwan Howard, but God damn it, man. And thank God he open slapped him, because if he punched him, oh my God.
That was the funniest
shit.
I
think he went to punch him and also he's like, no. And then he opened up his hand. You motherfucker, I want a bear claw.
He got him like with finger. It was, it
was mush.
It was awkward.
Oh my God.
It was awkward.
Yeah.
But I'm actually glad. And I mean, they were reporting it as a punch, but you obviously see when you slowed it down, he slapped the bejesus out of him. That shit was funny though.
It was a smudge. It was a smudge.
How do you feel about it? You okay with that?
Punch. Just, as fast as I can, man. I thought when I first saw, they're gonna fire him, but then you settle down, you think about it, you talk to some people, text some people. I hit up some of my sisters. It's like, nah. The 5-game suspension, it works. You works. You can't just have him. It works. Each player throwing punches, 1 game. The Bush League stuff, though, this is how I feel about sports, and I always have. I'm gonna try to win until 0-0-0-0-0 on the clock. I don't give a shit.
Okay.
Fuck what you trying to get out of your team, or what the fuck you trying to do. That's not what I'm doing.
Right.
I'm coaching over here too. Just because I'm up a certain amount of points doesn't mean I stop coaching. I got to coach my kid. What if I got a guy on the floor that don't get to play a lot? We got to coach him up. That's sports.
Right.
So for Juwan to be pressing down that much is what makes him call the timeout. Because his backups couldn't beat it. So he had to say, hold on, we're not going. You're looking at the clock, okay, minutes, 2 minutes. It's only at this point like a 13, 11-point lead. I've seen freakier shit happen in basketball.
Right.
You hit back-to-back threes. Now it's a 6.7-point game.
And they needed that win.
On the clock. You start to foul. Your kids start getting nervous, start missing free throws. They hit another three. Now it's a 4-point game.
Yeah.
Right.
When it was just a 15-point. So I've seen it. So I just think they both overreacted. Juwan, if you didn't like it, just kind of eat that up for a moment. You are a leader of men. You are a leader of young men. I thought the suspension was fine. It wasn't a fireable offense.
Right. I agree.
I probably would have suspended them for the Big Ten tournament too, because they're not going to make the tourney. They're 14-10. They're 8-7 in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
I don't think they make the tourney, and they may not get if they get an NIT invite, then you can let them coach that. But I think the suspension is cool. But I probably thought it might have been a little better if they'd have said, all right, unless you get to the tourney, win the Big Ten and get to the tourney or get invited to the NIT, you're done for the year.
Yeah,
you got to sit out for the year because
that's what I'm hoping.
You just can't have it.
Yeah.
Fine $50,000, I think it is. Now, here's something I saw and heard on the radio with some other sports writers and people I've talked to. They want more contrition out of him, and I hate that. I hate that. I have to like show you I'm sorry. Listen, I say I'm sorry.
Right.
I shouldn't have to have a certain thing.
Right.
Listen, what I did. What I did was unacceptable and not worthy of a man.
Sounding robotic and shit. Yeah.
I am very sorry for what has transpired as I am a leader of this unit.
Yep.
I get it.
You know what he wanted to really say. He wanted to say, look at him, punch that motherfucker.
You look at him, punch him. You know, I kind of would have just been like, look, it's, I effed up. All right, it's my bad. I effed up. Sports, guys, it gets the best of us sometimes.
That's what I said, man. I don't.
I haven't done it like that, and if that wasn't contrite enough for you,
fuck you.
Yeah.
Kiss
absolutely,
my ass.
absolutely,
Kiss my ass.
Absolutely. But I think that's the school that cuts his check.
Yeah, that's where he's coming from because I Sarah Spain, a few other people I know were like, well, we'll see if he acts more contrite in the coming days, and I'm like, oh, because then all you guys will do is say, well, he had time to think about it, and somebody got in his ear.
Yeah. It's never enough.
Stay there. Yeah,
never enough.
Stay there.
Yep.
My bad.
Yep. You're not gonna come in like the guy from Lead on Me. You're gonna write a formal apology.
Yeah.
I'm the NHAI
here. In charge.
Yep. Contrary to politics, man, I am the head nigga in charge.
I'm the head nigga in charge.
You walk by him and turn around and say,
"You want to go lunch?
Come on, let's go get something to eat." Yeah. You really think you bad, though? You really
think you're bad, aren't you?
It showed you the respect that he needed to have for the superintendent guy.
Yes, sir.
The friendship.
Absolutely.
It's like being married, right? You guys, it's like being married, right? When you get married to a certain point, you don't say I'm sorry. You know, your apology is more like,
all right.
Yep.
You got something to eat?
Yeah. Y'all argued all day. You come look in the room.
Yep.
Hey, she on the bed. What?
Where the kids
go
at?
Get some crab legs.
Yeah, word up. Word up.
I'll get dressed.
You know what the kids are doing? Yep.
Hurry up.
Yeah, hurry up.
Well, I gotta get the kids. I already got them ready and dressed. They're in the living room.
Yeah. You way ahead too. You way ahead. Yep.
Exactly. No more questions.
When you're married, that's I'm sorry.
That's sorry. Yep. I'm gonna feed your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man.
The best way to give an apology.
Exactly.
Over food.
You hungry? You want some Chick-fil-A?
Yeah,
that's right.
Word
that's
up.
right.
Word up.
Listen, man. Vijay, we love you, pal. We're gonna get you definitely back.
Absolutely.
We're gonna. We'll prepare something. If you want us to come on your show before the free agency, I know you want to do the draft on that, but we can work something before that. If something pops, it should be quiet between now and March 14th.
Yep.
So
what we'll do is we'll do the free agency on your platform. We'll split it, and then we'll do the draft. But if I can, give me 60 seconds. I fixed All-Star Saturday Night. Y'all want to hear it?
Go ahead.
Okay. Really quick. 3-point shootout. Keep it the way it is. Add 2 more further shots because guys are taking shots further. Go back to 2 shooters at the same time. Cuts down on TV time. The shootout's fine.
I like
that competition. I liked it. A lot of eye candy. A lot of glitz and glimmer. But with the windmill, back it up halfway between the baseline and the basket and make it bigger. So guys actually have to really truly try to time it. Like when it rotates, it should rotate in the way of the basket. The three handles should rotate. That way, guys will have to really try to talk. Guys will hit that. It'll add some excitement to it. Also, too, when they have to dribble between the course thing right there, have somebody on the side with a button that pushes it that makes it either slide left or right when the guy gets like 2-3 feet from it, so they have to cross over. It's a skills competition, right?
Exactly.
Just weaving and dribbling through and weaving. That's nothing.
I like that.
Those three things, make them slide like this, so they have to cross over.
Like a moving obstacle. Like a moving obstacle.
Yep.
Dunk contest, scrap the NBA players. They don't want to do it. Fine. Go back to the old early 90s, mid 90s rock and jock style. Bring in athletes from other sports to do it. Did you see Myles Garrett's ass in the basketball jersey?
Yes.
And did you
on
see?
The celebrity
you don't want to see. I want to see more trapezius muscles like that, dog.
Oh my God.
In the basketball jersey, it made me go, damn. That's why he be running down quarterbacks and shit.
Yep. That dude is
that guy
is a monster.
You think Aaron Donald looks good with no shirt on? Look at Myles Garrett. So go back to that. Also, Rock and Jock back in the day. Remember, guys, there was a dunk contest at one point between Deion Sanders, Michael Irvin, Ken Griffey Jr., Michael Conley Sr., David Justice. It was like a Rock and Jock kind of thing back in the day. They had a dunk. They were windmilling. They were throwing it off the backboard. These other athletes in other sports can't do this, guys.
I love it.
Yasiel Puig has a 41-inch vertical leap. Have you ever seen that man in person? I have. I've been to Dodger game. 6'3", 235, 230. Yeah. He can dunk a basketball.
He is built like an ox.
Yes, it'll bring other eyes onto the dunk competition. And then you only have dunk champions judge. Dunk champions judge. That's it. Also, too, get rid of all the music performances. I don't need to hear DJ Khaled no fucking more. Or see Little Wayne's little gremlin looking ass. And also, find one celebrity that's really popular, or even a YouTuber that's really gained some steam, or someone that's virtual to MC the whole night. Get Reggie and Kenny Smith out of my fucking ear.
Yep,
it's enough. It's done because they can't say any more than they said. I think Dwayne Wade is really good though.
I like
doing a lot of studio stuff.
He's
gonna move into color. He's gonna move into TV and be doing color like Grant Hill. They try you in the studio first. It's like they try you in the studio, and then they start to put you on the road and put you at these games, man. But that is how you fix.
I like it.
All-Star Weekend.
I like it, man.
I just fixed it for you guys. NBA.
Or get that Bulls
at gmail.com. That's how you can get in touch with me.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
I like that. Drop it like it's hot.
Absolutely. Or get that Bulls announcer, Sriracha.
That's Stacey King.
For the
I tell you this though.
That's the hot sauce. Give me the hot sauce.
Even to this day, there's not in my life been a better team entrance than the 90s Bulls. Era Chicago Bulls.
Absolutely.
They cut them like, and coaching the Seattle Supersonics is George Karl.
Yep. Just cut the lights off. Yep. They got the Bulls running through Chicago. All this bullshit.
There's never been exactly. Nah, you can hate it all you want, man.
That was Ray Clay.
That's right, man.
That was Ray Clay, the great Ray Clay, man. I love that fucking guy,
and
man.
that arena was filled to the T, bro. You couldn't fit any more souls in there.
It's just like the Oregon. I bang on the Knicks. I have fun with the Knicks, man. But there's not a better atmosphere in a playoff game. Like I remember those Ewing days, those John Starks days. Those white towels.
Yeah, man.
And it's Jordan and the Bulls in there on a Saturday afternoon or Sunday afternoon. It's 82-82. The Knicks just had a 7-0 run, and you hear that. All right.
I went to
there's nothing better in the NBA.
Yeah.
Seriously,
and let me tell you, nothing beats it live. I was there just a couple of weeks ago. I was there in December. And I had to go to a Knicks game, and they played. I think it was the Detroit Pistons. Who's the kid out there? Cunningham.
Cunningham.
Dude, disgusting.
If they put weapon, I don't think Dwayne Casey's the right coach.
Right.
If they draft and they get some free agent, some trades, they got to work it because I don't know if you can get a free agent there unless you got a ton of money to throw at a guy, like a $200 million max deal or super max of 250, something crazy like that.
Right.
But if they put, I'm with you, man. If they put players around Cade Cunningham, I think he's way better than Green. I know a lot of people like Green, but Green strikes me as a kid who's more worried about being a celebrity than he is being about a really good basketball player. Nice lineup on you two gentlemen too, man. Y'all must been watching me. I want to say something. The lineups is the beard. Yo, Chris. Chris, you crispy on the beard right
Yes,
now.
Yo, I got to, man. I got to,
Yeah,
man.
we were coming out live.
Yeah, absolutely.
We can't show up like hobos. we gotta represent. We gotta represent.
Goddamn women around here.
I have a question for you. How do you seriously be as honest with me as you can? How the fuck do you deal with JD? How?
Dude.
Seriously.
I'm 41 years old. I'm about to be 42, and I've been dealing with this motherfucker all my life.
All your life?
All my life.
That's why you look stressed. You got high blood pressure?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Yeah.
But every time
he
talk,
loves me.
And that's the whole crux of how we created this show, right? Because we go to each other's houses, right? And we're just bullshitting, family events or whatever. And we just, like, when he gets into his rants, like, he has videos of himself.
Oh my god!
Like, we record him. His own family's got him like Snapchat fucking famous.
Dude,
his kids Snapchat him, and then their friends are like, "Yo, your dad is fucking hilarious." And then I told him, I was like, "Yo, we should just make a show of you losing your fucking mind." I said, "But let me be there to just mediate your ass, because you might fucking croak out.
He's got to balance
at any
the show.
moment." Yeah,
because I'll go off the cusp.
Yeah, so he goes off on those things, man. But it's the reason why this show is what it is with his ass, and he is so fucking crazy. Like, there are times where he tells me, he's like, "How the hell do you keep it together?" And I'm like, "Because I don't look at you."
Yeah, like,
if I looked at him, I'd be dying. But bro, I have to like do the horse with the blinders on to not look at him, because if not, I'm just gonna keep on laughing.
He's like a Venezuelan Stephen A. Smith. It's like,
yo, Veejay, he'll laugh at something. We'll rewatch the show.
Right.
And then he'll start cracking up and goes, "Oh shit, I didn't even see when you did that.
I didn't even notice what you did, because I'm thinking about what I'm going to say next." And he's just going off on his tangent.
I'm going off over here.
And you know, it is what it is, man.
I don't know another two guys, and I mean this from the heart, all jokes aside, I don't know another two guys who play off each other that's on the independent level as well as you two guys do. I'm dead serious, man. You guys, we got some businesses. I know you do, man. Y'all know it's all love, bro. I wouldn't fuck you. You guys, we don't just text sports stuff. We tell, like, I sent the verse today. I like to try to put energy back into the universe.
Absolutely.
I feel like that's how you get some of your blessings in life, man. Is you can't just be a taker. You can't just take from the planet. Fuck you. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah,
have some kids. Get me. I don't want no kids. Oh, so you just want to live here? You're not no kids, bro. You're supposed to leave something to the world.
Absolutely, man.
Absolutely, bro. You ain't supposed to just take from the fucking planet, man. So that's why I really like you guys. But there's no way in hell I'd fight him if I sat next to him. Whoop his ass.
Yo, you see the mic, the headphones like all over the place.
We get like that when he gets on his Nick rant. We get like that, man. Yeah, there's one thing that burns my ass is my fucking Knicks.
Oh my god!
And he gets me, bro. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm about ready to knock your ass out.
Why are you listen? This and I didn't listen. This is why I didn't get the MSG fucking job, because they went and found a text I said or some shit. But it is what it is. Why don't you fans just see it for what it is? Your owner, bro. He's not.
Yeah.
You sell out every night, so he doesn't feel a need to really put a great product on the court because y'all still gonna go.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though. I have to give it to Dolan for this reason. Even though he's a shitty ass owner, all right, he's willing to spend the money, and he has been out of the limelight for quite a while.
He has,
and he's been given. He's given the keys. He's given the keys to his GM to fix the situation, and they fucked up, especially this trade deadline that just went by. NBA teams making trades left and right, and the Knicks standing there with their fucking balls.
What you want them to do, dog? Listen, let's be real. Last year was a fluke. It was all off that COVID season, okay?
Yes, it was.
There's a reason why the Lakers let Julius Randle go as a free agent.
Right.
Okay. You don't have Derrick Rose, I get it. But like Obi Toppin, he's
decent. He's decent. Stop it. He's decent. All right.
He needs more work.
The problem is the coach.
But how many times as a Yick fan do we keep having to say he's young? He just needs to be coached. He's young. He just needs to be coached.
Well, if the coach would give him some burn, then we can make the proper assessment.
There's part of your problem too with Tibbs.
Exactly.
And I like Tibbs.
Love Tibbs.
He would just have to be my defensive guy. He couldn't be my head coach.
No, absolutely.
He would just have to be my defensive coach.
Tibbs has got the same rotation every single day. If someone goes down, then he'll grab somebody from the bench and be like, "All right, Grimes, it's your turn," or McBride, it's your turn. But there's got to be a better rotation than what we got right now.
And then what he did did with Kimba was almost like, all right, I kind of get it.
Disrespectful.
But I didn't feel like it had to be put out like that. To where you made it seem like it was Kimba, but it's like, bro, you're always fucking around with your lineup. Hey, but then the minute Kimba comes back, Kimba balls, but it's an easy way out to go. Oh, yep, you see that, kids? Didn't put his head down. He got benched and he stuck with it and he was
right.
You see what I'm saying? But that's why I don't like narratives, man. You see what I'm saying? That would be there. Oh, look, kids, that's how you do it. He didn't get benched. He didn't know, but this is Kimba Walker. Why was he benched?
Now this is what I'll say. This is what I'll say about James Dolan. Yes, you're right, Chris. He's been out of the limelight. I got all that. This is where we're gonna kill him because you keep hiring the wrong executives to make the moves that needs to be done for the Knicks.
And the coaches too. How many coaches you guys had in 10 years?
Right. It's all together. It's all together because when you hire the wrong executives, which is your GM and the other idiot that basically licks his balls, the president. Yeah. You know, when that combination is off and they don't know what they're doing, like I'm really worried about Leon Rose. Leon, come on. At the end of this year, you better have a fucking game plan because if he doesn't, Dolan's gonna have to fire him. And now everybody shits on Dolan now.
It's all over again.
That's where Dolan is going to get killed.
It's a revolving
He tried with Phil Jackson, and look how that fucked up.
But hold on. I got to defend Phil. I got to defend Phil. Phil got rid of a lot of shitty contracts. He put you guys way under the cap, which allowed you to go get some of these free agents that you went and got, and allowed you to go be able to pay the coaches. The problem with New York is it's just the city itself. Right. It's just not a lot of patience. Even though the city hasn't won in a while, you still have 27 championships with the Yankees. You still have the World Series with the Mets. You still have the 2 Eli championships in the 2 Parcells Super Bowls there. The Jets are the Jets, but you still can say Joe Namath. You still there's and when you say the Knicks, it's like fuck. I mean, even the Rangers went through their last. I'm a Ranger fan. They went through their last 3 years of rebuilding. They're one of the best teams in the league again.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
And they got to deal with the Islanders. The Islanders won 4 years in a row.
Yeah, sure. That's
that's another one.
Everybody in New York is starting to kind of get it back, and you're just still looking at the Knicks. But I just look at it as a businessman who says, well, shit, why do I have to actually make it better? I mean, I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing. I was left this by my dad. I don't know what I'm doing. But I look out here, I look out of my box, and it's all, I don't see an empty seat.
Absolutely.
I don't see an empty seat, so I'm going to continue to do what I do. NBA GM too, guys. That's a hard one for me because you have to have like one of the top 10 guys in the league, regardless of what kind of GM you have, to just have a shot in the NBA because LeBron started this super team shit.
Yeah, because the players are making the deals now.
Yeah, exactly. So if you like, if they could have landed Durant and Kyrie, it would have been like, okay, great. People thought that, but it was the other New York team. They said they wanted to go. They both said they wanted to go to New York, and we all just assumed it was the Knicks.
It was the Knicks,
right?
But the word from inside circles will tell you it's because they don't want to work for that man. It's him. They don't want to work for him. When you're kicking out Charles Oakley and security is making Patrick Ewing show a fucking ID.
Yeah.
You're the owner. You own that building. It should be. There should definitely be a security meeting where at the beginning of each season that goes, okay, you see these pictures on the wall. We leave these guys alone.
Absolutely.
You don't have to call me. You don't have to call Sean, who's the security manager. You don't have to call Bridget, who's the security court. These guys walk free.
Untouchable.
Yeah.
They did the same shit to Spike Lee. They did the same shit to Spike Lee.
Same thing.
That was crazy. How do you card Spike Lee?
And that's the thing. This is why I give the Brooklyn Nets a lot of credit. They got it together. The coaching staff, the ownership, the GM. That's why Kyrie and Durant said, we want to go there. Because they built it right. They had the core players, the Caris LeVerts, the Jared Allens. We can play with them boys. We'll flop them out. We'll get us in, and then boom, done
Chris,
deal.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
As a fan, do you want him to still be your owner? Or would you want him to sell? Or do you want him to sell?
I want him to sell. I want him to sell, but I know it's not going to happen because he owns the Rangers. He owns MSG. He owns the Knicks. If he sells, he's got to sell everything, and it's not going to happen.
Maybe he could sell just the Knicks.
He can't. It's all put together.
All one entity.
It's all one entity.
It's all connected, man.
Yeah, it's all connected.
And he knows
the Rangers.
I just hear that he's not a nice guy. He's not a pleasant
person.
He's
a douchebag.
Fucking prick.
He's a douche. Like he's like real talk. He's a fucking douche.
Yeah. He's a douchebag.
He's in that like he bans fans for yelling things at him.
Yep.
You
know the fans, and you know New Yorkers are going to talk shit to you.
First of all, why are you even listening to that shit?
Yep.
I'm about to go eat at any restaurant, any steak, and have any piece of ass in the city I want, and ride in any car, helicopter, private jet I want.
Yep.
How was that $18 hot dog?
Yep.
Right.
Exactly.
See you tomorrow.
Yep.
See Tuesday night. But
yep. Did you drink that $22 beer? How was that $22 beer? You like it? You enjoy
rabbit ears? I never like owners, GMs, head coaches, or players in sports with rabbit ears, where you hear everything. And you know what? It just hit me, JD. That's what gives Durant the 1B. Steph don't have rabbit ears.
Correct.
Durant does.
Yes.
Durant hears and it's like, bro.
And he's got a burner account to respond.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. How sensitive are you?
And that's what makes me not like be a LeBron. My wife noticed because she's passive aggressive. Is if there was one thing of her personality, I would change it to be my, passive aggressive. Like we're getting dressed to go somewhere. She's like, oh, you didn't want to wear the white ones? Well, if I wanted to wear the white ones, I'd have put the white ones on.
Right.
Instead of just saying you don't like the blue or the black ones I got on that go with, don't mean I'm gonna go change because it's the shit I'm wearing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't ask you. Oh, you didn't want to put on the pink earrings? A wife would go. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? No, that's passive. I don't like passive aggressive. You got something to say that shit. Right. But I never like players, coaches, GM, any of those guys, man, that got rabbit ears and they hear
it could be
let
bad.
everything affect them. It's like, bro.
He's lucky he's that good. Yeah, he's lucky he's that good that he can get away with that shit.
Yep.
Same with LeBron. He's lucky he's that good, or you wouldn't get away with being. Dog, once again, like I said, you All-Star Weekend, you praise 3 other GMs and call 3 other GMs.
Yeah,
that's call another GM the MVP, and that's why his bullshit ass speech that I always ripped on at the bubble. Jeannie want her respect. Linka want his respect. By the way, I want my damn respect. No, you only meant it for you, but you thought adding in Jeannie and Rob would make it not sound like assholey. We all can see right through that shit. That's why you're not the GOAT. No, real GOATs, they don't have to ask for their respect.
No.
Yep. Well, nor do they always have to talk about it.
Nope, they don't have to ask for it. So when I look at the Knicks, I like, bro. You know why I don't bang on them? Because I like when they're good.
Yeah,
I
told Mr. Brooklyn Nets nut writer over here. I said the NBA is good when the Knicks are good. I don't give a shit what anybody says. When that building is rocking, and you got other teams like the Bulls. It's right now. Look how great the NBA looks right now. That the Bulls are looking good. That Miami looks good. It's great for basketball. It brings back the fans because the real fans are from those major markets.
Yeah,
think about a montage. Think about it right now. If they were in playoff position, the Knicks, right? And the Knicks game was about to come on, and they were in a series against either the Heat or the Bulls. What that montage would look like up to tip off. They show all the Jordan clips. They show Scottie dunking over Ewing. They show
Xavier McDaniel.
They show Allen Houston hitting the runner that bounced around. If they were playing Heat, they show that. They show Patrick Ewing and morning fighting with Van Gundy holding on. Thank you. But
get suspended.
But if that were to happen, you lean right back on your sofa with your drink and go, "Oh yeah, I'm about to watch this shit."
Exactly.
It brings back all those memories that we come from.
Absolutely.
And that's why I don't bang on the Knicks, is because when I grew up, the Knicks were never bad. The Knicks were in the playoffs. When Patrick Ewing was there, they were in the playoffs for like 12 straight years. They never missed the playoffs.
And mind you, with a subpar team, because think about it, you got John Starks, who was a journeyman all his life.
But he was a fighter, though, and he never backed down from Jordan.
Absolutely not. I got the dunk. To prove that.
Don't disrespect Starks.
Absolutely. I love Starks. The reason why I became an outside shooter. You're talking about Charles Smith. You're talking about Xavier McDaniels. You're talking about all these players that really were no names, names at all.
Just
but they wore that New York Knicks pride on their sleeves, and they beat the shit out of anybody that tried to come into the paint.
And I thought the Riley hire was just. It was always like, oh shit, hold on, Riley's leaving the Lakers. Oh, he's coaching with who? The Knicks. It's like, remember, guys, back-to-back years, they had home court over the Bulls.
Yeah.
They were and people really thought, okay,
we can get them with a hump.
They're up 3-2. They're up 3-2 against the Rockets.
Yep.
They're up like Ewan was outplaying the shit out of Olajuwon.
Yep.
And then the shooters for the Knicks for 2 straight games.
Shit the bed.
Brick.
Yeah,
Brick.
Starks went 2 for 18.
The clock struck
2 for 18.
2 for 18.
Derek Hart. I mean, no one could hit even they just you talk about going ice.
How about the Charles Smith putback? How many times? And he got stuffed.
God.
And he got stuffed. How many times? I see that, and I still want to shoot myself in the face.
On the flip side, I'm gonna make you feel better. That's Jordan, all-time defender, swiping down. Pippen swiping down and blocking, and Horace Grant.
Yep.
He was like he made some all defensive teams in his years.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
On the back, it's easy to say dunk, but when you go back, because even when he would bring it down to try to pump fake Horace, you got Mike right there. Mike was right on the side of him swiping. He was trying to score over 3 guys, but one that hurts even more. Patrick Ewing dunked the ball. Why are you finger rolling?
Finger roll. That took the air out of my lungs.
Listen,
why are you?
I want to keep talking about this. Just bring more pain.
Shut up.
Why are you?
Because I appreciate.
Ewing was just one of those guys that.
What do you mean?
As great as he was,
bring it up.
No.
When he got his moment, and he was right there on the cusp. His boys, the others, let him down. The others let Ewing down.
Absolutely.
Ewing should have.
You should have 2 rings. Ewing should have 2 rings.
If you're talking about the year they go up 2-0 with the John Starks dunk, no, because you cannot lose that game 5 the way they did. You can't lose that game 5 the way they did on Memorial Day afternoon. You cannot lose that game, and that's the Charles Smith play. But the Knicks are up 8 in the 4th. You have to close that game out.
Yep. Absolutely.
They're up 8 in the 4th that day, and it looks like, oh shit, this is going back to Chicago.
Yep.
3-2. This is going back to Chicago 3-2, and they lost 4, and they lost 4 in a row, and then you get to game 6, and it was pretty much all right. Give the ball to Jordan, everybody get out of the way.
Exactly.
Yep. Get the fuck out of the way.
We had like 45 that day, 46 that day. Yeah, game 6. Yep.
And he loves to play at the Garden. Loves to play at the Garden. Well, just like everybody else.
He was always friends with Ewing, though. He said he always had an infatuation with the Georgetown guys because he was either going to go to Georgetown or he's going to go to Carolina.
Right.
He was in love with John Thompson.
Right.
John Thompson loved him. John Thompson recruited him hard.
Right.
Georgetown recruited Michael Jordan, and he said it on videos before. He's like, I kind of always had a thing with the Georgetown guys because I was going to go there if I didn't go to Carolina. But Carolina was home, and I wanted to be close to mom and dad, and blah blah blah. So the Knicks, man. I don't bang on them, Chris, because I'm with you. The NBA's better.
Yeah.
When the Knicks are good. Major League Baseball's better when the Yankees are good. NFL's better when the Raiders are good. It's just the way some sports are.
Yeah.
When there's certain teams that are good. College football's better where USC's out here kicking ass, man. There's not a West Coast team. You can look. Everything's in the Midwest and the East. There's nothing out here. Lincoln Riley coming out here might have saved the West Coast in college football, getting Lincoln Riley out here to coach. So I'm with you on the Knicks, man. But if I'm a fan, if you're gonna cheer, just cheer. But if you guys are looking for any hope,
no, there's none. There's none. I've lost it already. I've lost it.
That's gotta suck as a fan.
I've turned that channel off already. Look, you see how it is, man. You see how he is. You spoke. Look.
He's happy.
You spoke about the Knicks in reverence. You know what I'm saying?
He's happy right now because the Bulls are doing well. He knows they're a second round team. He knows it. He's a smart guy.
Yep.
They're a second round team. They'll never get back to the Jordan days.
Watch him out.
Yep.
Watch him out.
That's number one, man.
Number 2.
Little cock and lock DeMar DeRozan.
How far y'all going?
Yep.
How far y'all going?
I'm gonna tell you right now. First of all, yes, we agree that they have overachieved at this point. If Zach LaVine,
how far are they going?
If Zach LaVine is healthy and DeMar's playing the way he's playing, minimal will be in the Eastern Conference Finals. Minimal against Brooklyn.
Put a 2-liter ginger ale on it.
Let's rock. You're in.
All right.
2-liter ginger ale.
Yeah, 2-liter ginger ale. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Why you laughing? That's what I mixed with my liquor, man.
Nice.
It's always better if somebody pays for the mixer.
Yep.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
I already got liquor, but if somebody's gonna bring over a ginger ale, I'm like, oh shit, yeah, let's make a drink.
No doubt. No doubt.
Absolutely.
You got ginger ale?
I'll send it. Listen, I'll send it Amazon your way, baby.
No, you can Instacart it.
Oh, Instacart your ass.
Courtesy of JD and CeeLo.
Oh, absolutely.
If it happens, but Eastern Conference Finals against the Brooklyn Nets.
All right, so I'm giving you second round.
Okay.
Second round, and I'll go deeper because I like betting on deep shit.
Right.
Second round, they're losing 6.
To who? That's
whoever they play. Well, I have to see the final set because if they stay 2, then it's either going to be the 3rd or the 4th seed. So it's either going to be the Bucks. It's either going to be the Bucks or it's going to be Philly.
Right. I think it's Philly going to be there. Philly scares me. That's the one that scares me.
Well, it should. You don't have anybody on your roster who could fuck with Embiid. Nobody.
No.
But the Bucks should scare you too.
Yeah.
Who you got that's going to stop Giannis?
Nobody.
Yeah, Giannis can get his points. We have firepower between our 2 superstars.
And you don't have a guard. See, Middleton's got to be checked by DeRozan, right? You don't have anybody to fuck with Holiday. You don't have anybody to fuck with Holiday.
We got Zoe. If Zoe comes back from his meniscus, that guy is straight up locked out.
Listen, he'll come back, but we won't see the real Zoe until next season. When you come back with a meniscus, it takes a while, and you got to get your win back. He will not be able to hang in the second round. He will not be ready to hang with a guard. Holiday at the point. He will not be able to.
You are so lucky we got to get going because now you're opening up.
Okay, I know y'all got to go. I know we listen.
You're lucky.
Listen, when you guys did my show, listen. Don't half-ass me. When you did my show, we did 4 fucking hours. We're only 2 hours now. Okay.
I know. You were shaking, bro. I was like, damn, bro, VJ, I gotta piss, man. Here, man.
Hey, follow me on the Big Vanilla Funny at IG, Vessa Sports on YouTube, Vessa Sports on Twitter, Husky Entertainment, Husky HUSKEYENT on my new Twitter, Husky Bets. Y'all see it right here.
I see
the new betting show. The new betting show, Husky Bets, man, where our bets are better than your bets, and you better bet, man. If I ever lose a bet, I'm gonna always tell you, bet it back, bitch.
Bet it back, bitch.
Absolutely. Randy Watson, baby.
Mr. Randy Watson, everybody.
Statue chocolate.
Chocolate.
I love y'all, man. Listen, I love y'all. Yo. Blessings and pieces to both you gentlemen and your families. Go pull your little butt flap down and go pee.
Yeah. I love you, Bob.
Hey, I love you, man. Take care, man. Have a good one.
All right, brother.
All right, peace.
Oh my God,
there
guys.
We go. That is gold.
Yes, absolutely. Love having that guy on the show. Always a pleasure. Always a great laugh, man. Guy is so insightful because guy's got so much information in that brain.
That information that he brings to the game.
Yes.
I learned.
It's golden. It's golden. It's golden. You get to download all of that information.
And that little shit he pulled off on me that with the Jets.
Good.
Oh, you little motherfucker. He think he know me like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's true. He's right.
Guard yourself because
he's
you know
right.
they're gonna stink.
He's right. You keep your expectations low so that they don't screw you. Okay. I get it. Okay. He caught on. I knew it. I just didn't want to admit it to you because I know you'd hurt. You'd be hurting.
Listen, the facts are the facts. And I will have a retort about that.
Retort.
Eso no se queda así. Chris, get us the fuck out of here.
Oh my God. So guys, thank you so much again. The JD CeeLo podcast. We love you guys. Again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button somewhere on that screen because I can't see what you guys are looking at. Don't also forget, we are now officially on Apple TV. I'm sorry, on Apple Podcast and Spotify and iHeartRadio. Don't forget to subscribe just in case, like I said, if you don't want to see our sexy faces, you can now just listen to us because shout out to the Big Vanilla Sexy who said that my beard is tight.
On point.
That's what I'm talking about. Look at that shit.
I'm talking about.
Look, you know how long it took me to grow this shit, but I don't care. It looked good.
All of your life.
So guys, again, thank you so much for joining. We're going to end this live broadcast. Thank you so much for being a part of the first one.
Yes.
I think it was a huge success. Thank you to everyone that's been online chatting with us. We'll definitely get better because I feel like I wasn't on there because I was just listening to the great conversations that were happening.
AMU Rock, thank you very much.
So Mark with a C, thank you so much. AMU Rock, thank you so much. And everyone else that participated and stayed here for the entire time because I do know it's a long time. But we appreciate y'all and thank you again for joining us. It's the JD CeeLo podcast, and we are out.
And watch your mouth.